The Digital Python Podcast, episode 297.
Hey, Chief, where's the pisser?
The Digital Python Podcast. Robot snakes with see laser eyes.
He'll give me the cue. There we go. Hello, welcome to another episode of the Digital Python Podcast, episode 297.
Ooh, only 3 away from that magic 300.
We might get there by the end of the year.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's going to be a busy. Next month's going to be busy.
Yeah?
September, just.
Well, you got a lot going on,
Well,
do you?
no, there's always, like the street festivals.
Yeah, you're getting into
and all
the
that.
festival.
Yeah, you got the car show coming up on the 7th.
Are you fellers putting your car in?
I will not be there this year.
I don't.
I got so much shit in the back of the truck, I
My-
don't think I'm going to get it out.
What date is it?
The 7th.
7th, yeah.
I've got a golf
Of
outing
next
that
month. That's really close, isn't it?
Oh, is it the Republican one? Is that one that
day. No,
was?
I won't-
this one's the one we do every year for the
I don't-
fundraiser.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna try to get my car going, but I don't know if I'll have time.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess probably not.
Oh,
You could just drag it over there and do it like in progress, work in progress.
yeah.
Yeah, you might win.
Never know.
Yeah, you might
Yeah.
win.
You could specify which car. I mean, you could put the Monty in there.
Yeah.
I mean, high mileage, the stylishness of it. I
Yeah,
don't know
it's
how
a-
you would.
Hell yeah, just put it in there and put a big sign that says 300,000 or whatever it's got
Yeah.
on it,
So almost 400.
Oh,
Well, let's
holy
see.
shit.
I'm
see
5,000 away from 400.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
See?
Yeah.
He could be the next Al Bundy.
If there's a most,
Yes.
if there's a most
Yeah.
mileage category, you
Yeah,
probably
might win it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be an awesome category.
Yeah, especially with that cool graphics you got on there. and
Yeah, it's
everything.
called. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it's
it's-
like the Punisher.
No, it's Death
just a
Proof.
skull? Oh,
There's a movie
okay.
called Death Proof.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
I don't think so.
Kurt Russell is a stuntman.
Okay.
And he puts that
Death
on.
Proof.
Yeah, he puts that on all his cars.
I've seen Deadpool.
It's not the same. It
okay.
has a similar
He's
name.
not a superhero.
No,
Oh.
he's a serial killer kind of.
Oh well,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's kind of the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just-
Deadpool
yeah.
kills a lot of people.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He does.
Have you guys
I mean,
seen the new
really,
one?
you could
No, I'm
not yet.
actually
the
Did it start
Wolverine.
at Devon tonight?
tonight. I am taking my son and his girlfriend to go see it tomorrow night.
Okay.
So
He
if
has
anybody
a-
wants to join me,
Well, possibly, maybe.
Okay.
I don't
We'll
know
see.
what I got going on yet. But
Is his
yeah.
girlfriend having friends? To bring. Like kidding.
I'm not even going to respond to that.
Dude, she's never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
She's like
No.
15.
Yeah, I know. I was kidding. Yeah,
15 will get you 20.
I didn't.
yeah.
I didn't know he had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is exciting times.
Well, see, if you guys would show up to the bonfire once in a while, the little campfire we have, you probably know this information.
Fucking
you'd know,
record it.
you'd know the whole fucking story.
You have all the shit here to record it. Record it and send it to us.
Well, this is not recording material. That's not why. That's
Oh.
why I'm
Yeah.
not bringing it up.
Yeah.
And,
Well, make notes or something.
The
I
whole,
don't know.
the whole Eli and
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
girlfriend
know.
story.
I didn't know what was going on.
So-
That's exciting.
Yeah, see,
yeah,
you'll have to
exciting.
show
That's
up
a
to
nice-
a
nice way to-
bonfire,
Huh.
and then we can talk about
Huh.
it.
Yeah.
That's
Last time-
That's like podcast without recording.
It's like the
Hang
after
out.
podcast.
Yeah, the after show.
Yeah,
It's the Triple
naughty,
X
naughty
podcast,
edition.
yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck this podcast.
Gone
Start
wild.
a fire.
yeah.
Podcast gone wild.
Last time we had a family friend over and they didn't leave till after 10 and I was tired. I
You
was
were
ready to
done.
go to bed, so-
Well, hell, we was out there till probably about one.
No, I can't do that
he's
shit
probably-
anymore.
Oh, you can.
You
Well,
can.
when I get up at
You can.
before 4, I can't.
Well,
can't.
yeah, I know. That's
don't go
that's
back-
the only reason I
don't-
do it.
don't go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Next day I could sleep in, but my body doesn't let me half the time.
Yeah. But anyway, that was campfire talk.
okay.
Yeah. So
Campfire.
But no,
campfire
so I was planning on going and seeing it tomorrow night.
It's hot.
Let them go sit by themselves, and I'm going to sit away from them. And
Right,
leave 'em
right.
alone, but
Just within eye shot.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not even then.
Probably
It's like
not.
whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I'd like to
Okay.
see that. So let's see what's going on tomorrow evening. But I will not be at the car show this year because my father is getting married on that day.
Oh.
At the same time as the fucking car show. Thanks, Dad. Jeez.
Just fucking your life up.
Is he
Haven't
doing
you
it
sh-
up in Lafayette or down here?
Dayton.
Oh, okay.
Is he marrying?
Dating a who?
Is he marrying?
Not a who.
That one lady he's been with for a long time.
Yes.
Okay, that's cool.
Suzette.
No, that's true. He just
And
met some
then
chick 2
they,
weekends
the way I
ago.
understand it, they're going to Ireland for their honeymoon.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that'll be cool.
Going back to the roots because we're kind of Irish descent anyway. So
Your dad might come back and go think.
if you
"God, we
couldn't
don't
tell
live anymore."
with the red,
Red.
and
Yeah.
beard and everything,
Yeah, it
and a
comes
lot of
out.
redheads in that family.
I was gonna say everybody's hair is dark until they grow a beard, and then it's just
It's
red.
Yeah.
red. Yeah. So anyway,
What number is this?
number 297? No, this is actually number 4. Hope it
Did he
works out for
marry her
y'all.
already once?
No.
Okay.
No.
For some reason, I thought she did.
No,
No,
he
I don't
wanted to get married and then they haven't. But
She's
now
like,
they're going
motherfucker,
to.
are you crazy?
Yeah, right. Yeah. So anyway,
I was thinking
Well,
about
congratulations.
the podcast when him and her were over, and I had a soft drink, probably Mountain Dew that I couldn't open. Mm-hmm. So while everybody was talking, I just handed it to Dirk,
Yeah.
and he opened it for me, and I started drinking it, and she was just kind of watching, like he can't open it, you know?
Can't open his own pop.
Yeah, he can't open his own. And it was just wordless. I was just like that.
Open my drink, peasant.
Because I'm so used to the kids coming up to me and just
Handed you stuff to open. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did it earlier for Katie. She can't get a bottle of water open.
He's kind of Bill's just kind of one of the kids.
Yeah.
You know.
well, some of these caps.
Fix my car, Toby. Open my drawer. Open my Mountain Dew, Dirk. Buy my piece of shit tractor.
You got that running yet?
Yeah, I did get it running.
Oh, okay.
And it revs straight up, and then I
Oh.
haven't tried to start it since.
That's a feature.
Yeah, I couldn't get it shut. I couldn't get it shut down.
That's scary. Those diesels
Yeah.
are scary.
Yeah, so there's something stuck in that pump, I guess, or in the governor or something. But I'm not smart enough to do it.
I
I
wonder
was
if it-
I was hinting to somebody the other day.
I've never had one apart though. I mean, I imagine you take some of those covers off. It can't be that
I wouldn't
complicated.
think. I wouldn't think, but I'm a puss and won't do it because
Well-
I'm afraid the spring's going to come out
Yeah,
or this
yeah.
is not going to. So I don't know. But Brent's been really busy because it's getting close to harvest season,
yeah.
you know, around here. So, and he's a farm mechanic, so he's super busy. And then he has his kids all weekend, so it's like, okay, well, I'll see you in December.
Yeah.
I wonder if it never did it. Did you rev it up? Or just did it rev it up by
Well,
itself?
I've messed with the throttle because
Okay.
it's stiff. So I was,
Oh, okay.
spraying it and trying
Yeah.
to work it, and because we didn't rev it up. At
Yeah,
your
I know.
house.
I don't think we ever revved it
You've
up.
never even pushed
No,
the throttle.
I just let it idle.
Yeah, that's your
And
fault.
we
then.
checked the.
So it's all your fault
we
because you
checked the
didn't keep
deck
the
and-
throttle linkage all loosened
Oh, yeah,
up.
that's my
Now,
fault. No.
it's something inside that pump or
Okay.
something.
See, I was
the
thinking when I-
stop doesn't work either. The pull stop to kill
Okay.
it. So there's something going on
That's
in there
important.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
you want to be able to stop it. But
Yeah.
I knew that this could possibly happen. So I already had the breather tube off, and I had a 2x4 ready to slap over the air, and it brung it down, but it wouldn't die. So we ended up having to rip the fuel line off of it and let it run out of fuel.
Okay.
But it sounds fine.
Yeah.
It didn't knock or anything,
Okay.
so that's good. So
So I was thinking on when those guys like with the Cummins or something, they'll change the springs in the governor to make them smoke. I
Yeah.
think they have to be careful of either. I don't know if it's put too light or too stiff of one end because it'll do the same thing.
oh yeah,
I think.
make it rev up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if they buy a new spring or if they modify the stock one.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Do they make it smoke because they think it looks cool, or it gives it more power?
It might be a little bit of both, but I mean, if you see that black shit, that's just unburned fuel.
Yeah,
so
you're
it's
just wasting
wasted.
fuel.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, they just
Yeah, it
like them
seems
to
silly.
roll coal. As
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
say.
I wonder why diesel's $4 or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're just
Sorry,
you're
no,
basically
what was-
wasting that fuel because you're not burning it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
just pouring it out of your pipe.
But
Rich kids.
I don't know. And if you don't have enough air to go with that fuel, And then,
Yeah.
sometimes they turn them up so much that the injectors aren't big enough and they
Yeah.
can't supply enough fuel. So then you got bigger pump, and it's
Yeah.
fuck all that. That's too expensive.
Diesel engines they're durable.
They're weird.
But man,
yeah.
you do start doing stuff like that, and it gets expensive because
That is the thing. I mean, you can turn them up. You can really apply a lot of power to those things on stock parts,
Right.
and they'll take it.
Yeah.
The guy I watched that repossesses sheds, in the shed repo now, guys, on YouTube.
Hey, I have seen that. Yeah.
He had a
This sounds so exciting.
he had a Durham.
They're pretty slick.
Break up a
pretty
piston.
slick.
Yeah.
It cracked the piston, I think.
Now I
didn't know they do that.
I seen a guy. He was taking a Duramax apart, and the injectors, the way those things spray, like the piston just kind of looks like a concave piston. Well, the injectors, the way it shoots out, that fuel was actually wearing that piston down. So
Oh.
it had these looked like flower petals, and then there was a couple of them that just had holes burned into them from
No
just the
shit.
spray of that
Yeah.
injector just hitting it.
Was it high performance injector? or
I
just-
don't know. I mean, they didn't say it. Just
Well,
they just
probably
said it was a
sprays
Duramax.
more right there in that one spot, and every time that explosion happens in there,
Yeah, well,
it just wears.
Certain ones were okay, but there was probably 4 of the 8 that were somehow pretty bad shape.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Was that an
That's
owl?
Toby's.
Is that what that was?
it's a loon.
Oh, loon.
Oh, okay. I was like, what
Yeah,
We got creatures in here.
You ever hear of a loon knucklehead? Yeah,
Was
we
that
got
your
one
phone
in
or
our
was that
family.
actually a
My
bird?
phone,
Okay.
yeah.
That's a quote
a
from
text message.
John Candy movie, Great Outdoors.
You're outdoors, yeah.
You're great.
Thanks. You're pretty great yourself.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Shit's getting weird. Yeah,
This is a compliment podcast.
I'm real exciting tonight. Sorry. I sat out on the deck earlier and I fell asleep for like 15, 20 minutes out there. Just sat there and went like that. And next thing I woke up, I was like, oh shit, what time is it?
I was trying to play the racing car game this morning after I took my morning pills, and I kept falling asleep.
The Wreckfest?
The
Gran Turismo?
Horizon 5.
Oh, Horizon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Did you see Wreckfest 2's coming out?
No way.
Yeah.
Wreckfest is quite a good
It is.
racing
It's a
game.
very good game. I like to
I'll
play
have to
it.
check it out.
Yeah.
Nobody ever plays it though.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
I
Ever
I
plays
turn it
Call
on
of
once in
fucking
a
Duty?
while.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh.
could play that game together too.
I was telling TJ the other day. Of course, I get on there and I play Invasion because it's a combination of AI and
Right.
real players, and it's a large number of people. Mm-hmm. Well, on certain maps, I've learned that I can sit so far away, and I don't get the guys right off the bat with my sniper, but once I get figured out where I need to be, I can drill them and I'm hitting them like 400 meters out.
Nice.
Yeah, and bad part is somebody on the other end doing the same thing. So yeah, but it's nice practice.
Yeah.
So last week when you said we should all brainstorm shows and bring them in,
Yeah,
I just found
Forgot
this.
about that.
I brought it
I
up.
forgot about it too, but
I forgot about it.
Okay, he's Randy. He's a mechanic / ghost whisperer.
Okay,
So it's like, well, either got a bad solenoid or it's a level 7 daemon.
Oh, you
I've had
got
that in my head forever.
you got gremlins in
Yeah,
your
you got
engine.
some gremlins or maybe
I saw this years ago.
might be
It was the spirit of old man Johnson down the
it's your
street.
water pump or some sort of
Spirited the chicken choker
some
from
sort of
Carbondale.
water
Well,
gast
I
thing.
didn't think of anything for this,
Yeah,
which even though it was my idea,
Yeah, I
sorry.
wrote it down for next time, and I just that's why I snickered a minute ago.
Well, it's still written down for next time.
Here's my problem. I had this idea, and the more I started thinking about it, I was like, okay, that's a good idea. That's good. Yeah. And then I stopped for a second. I was like, that sounds like Highway to Heaven. Like Michael Landon. And,
Yeah.
and then I was like, and then I started looking it up. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of like that. I was like, eh.
Really, you
that's
can't.
gone.
Every show's been made, so
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you? I don't remember. I guess talking about it last time. What are we? Talking about?
Thinking of a kind of a
Like if you had
a
if you came up
dialogue
with,
for a movie or
if you had an
something.
idea for
an idea
show
for a movie or a TV show, and just kind of
And it
working
kinda-
some of it out, and we'll just talk
This was
about
the
what we
last
came up
podcast?
with.
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure I wasn't a part of that.
Yeah,
yeah,
were.
you were
Was
here.
it really?
Yeah,
You're probably
Yeah, because that was
you probably checked
296.
out.
I had updated it because it was
It was towards the end of the podcast, I think. So you probably
it was your
I
first
checked out.
podcast. It was your first podcast back
What do you
from
got there,
vacation.
Dirk?
Looks
checked
like a
out by
lightning
then.
bug.
Oh, lightning bug, cool.
kill it.
Yeah, it's okay. Just gonna lightning bug stuff. That's not lightning bug. That's brown.
No, it's not a lightning bug. That's like some kind of tree roach or something.
Die.
Oh, that's good.
Now it's over there.
Get rid
don't
of it.
like-
it's
I don't
gonna
like-
eat the table.
I don't like squishing
don't
them
know.
on me. I don't
Well,
like-
no,
Yeah,
but you just go.
it's okay. Yeah, you get goo all over you.
Right there.
Yeah,
You just lick it
I
off
don't
your
like the
hand. It's
goo.
fine. It's extra protein.
I don't like the goo on me.
You don't
I like the goo on me, Tony.
Well, then this isn't going to work out.
Another show I was thinking about was set in the 40s, and it's black and white. It's almost like The Office, and you have like this silly custodian dude that comes in. He's got ashes all over him from cleaning out the pipes and everything, and then you find out it's at a Holocaust camp,
Oh,
my.
and the ashes are from the people. And
Okay.
they're like
yes.
all kinds of little jokes.
Couple bones on his shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm scared now. I'm kind of worried that the government's going to come
I've
after
had that
us.
in my head forever.
Carrying a bucket full of teeth around.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow!
See, you've got
that's
your
awful.
canine with you. Yeah, like a little tooth. See, these jokes are already
It's
happening.
not even funny.
It's a horrible thing.
But
if you
I'm
think
still
about that.
laughing.
It's horrible.
I'm still
but I don't know
laughing.
why the jokes are funny.
Yeah, right.
They are. They're funny.
I think it
Toby,
kind of helps.
Toby's judging me. He's judging me right now.
No, I'm not necessarily judging.
me see
I
it.
I seen a clip come up.
Maybe
the other
he's
day
Jewish.
It was a guy. They must have been. They was finding a
Might
whole
be
bunch
secret.
of German bodies over in Europe someplace, and it was cool because it was like a German soldier, and they'd seen where like he'd had shrapnel wounds or something. And he was missing his foot and
Right.
still had his wallet there, and so they was able to open it and find
ID.
It was like there was like 2 condoms or something in there.
Really?
Yeah, and I didn't look it up, but I was sitting there thinking, when did they come out with condoms?
Oh, I don't
I
know.
think when they invaded France, they were plowing a lot of French
Hell,
girls.
it's probably freaking back in Egyptian times.
Whether
Probably used
they-
a freaking intestine out of a
Yeah.
freaking goat or something.
Yeah. Well, and I was thinking, well, there was a movie, at least I'd seen, where some war, maybe it was Vietnam or something like that, they were using condoms to cover the barrels of the guns,
Oh,
stuff like that.
huh.
So I thought, well, maybe that's what he was doing.
Says the exact date of the first condom invention is unknown, but some scholars believe that they may have been used in Persia as early as the 10th century.
Good
Persia.
Lord.
Yeah.
That was Persia.
That was probably one of those like, here you go, son. I'm going to hand this down to you. It's, my lucky condom.
The earliest
It just-
known visual
Son.
evidence of a condom used
Yeah.
is from a cave painting dating back to 200 CE. I don't even know what time frame that is, but
That's a long time ago.
and the first mention of a condom-like
That's before
device
BC, probably.
is from
Which doesn't make sense,
3000
everybody knows B
BC.
comes before
What was
C.
that,
yeah,
Tony?
yeah.
It says the first mention of a condom-like device is from 3000 BC.
Huh.
It says condoms were made from linen, sheep, and goat intestines or
Yep.
bladders,
There you go.
and were used to prevent venereal disease. What do you use to prevent the disease you get from the fucking goat innards?
Well,
God,
Yeah, if you only live till 30, fuck it.
let's hurry up, Leia. Let's hurry up, honey. This one's fresh. It's
Can you
still
imagine
lubed.
can you imagine that living in a time where 30 was like a fucking lifespan?
Oh, probably younger even. Yeah.
That would be just horrible.
Animal intestines were the primary material used to make condoms in the 1800s.
Well, if you think about it, men are pretty much done at 40.
Yeah.
I mean, we're out of our breeding stage. We're not quite as aggressive as we used to be.
I
So
still
it's time
say
for us to lay down and die.
I still say the tire companies need to bring out their own condoms. Have Firestone,
Goodyear, yeah.
Goodyear,
Yeah.
Michelin.
Yeah, Hancock.
Michelin, you know Michelin. You make it
Hand
make it,
cook.
Yeah. You make it
Just
look
call 'em
like
Hancock.
You make the Michelin ones look like the Michelin Man, so it's ribbed for her pleasure.
Yeah.
It wasn't until 1920 when latex was invented, and that's
Okay, so he had a real rubber.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Huh.
So it says Durex produced the first lubricated condom,
No. Well, look at
I
them
thought
being the
venereal
juggernaut.
disease was always a problem in soldiers.
but it says on here too that a lot of people wouldn't use them because they were associated with house of prostitution.
Well, that makes sense.
yeah, they're like,
I'm not
oh, it's
using
just
those. Those whores use those.
dirty
Yeah.
people wear condoms.
Only the whores use those.
Because that mentality makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
the
And
horrors
the-
were.
But that probably goes back to, everybody's knowledge of
It
things.
says,
It
however,
evolves.
the widespread use of penicillin and the contraceptive pill caused the condoms to decline in the 80s until AIDS came out.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, we might want to buy
Well,
some condoms.
Conspiracy theory, the Trojan company injected these people with AIDS. No, I'm
AIDS.
just joking.
Chuck Norris says they'll give you the AIDS.
Growing up in that time of the AIDS,
Right.
I
Dude,
remember how
AIDS was a
serious.
death sentence.
Like that fucking scared the shit out of me when I
Yeah.
was a kid. I was like, I didn't understand fully how it killed you. I just knew it was bad.
I didn't really think anything about AIDS until that Tom Hanks movie Philadelphia
Yeah.
came
Yeah.
out. It's like, dude, he's dying and he looks like hell. I was
That's
like,
it.
man, you better wrap that shit up.
Philadelphia. I don't think I've ever seen that.
That's a good
Philadelphia, yeah, he plays a gay
Lawyer.
man,
Wasn't he a lawyer?
I think
No.
so. No?
No, he was the game.
I know he was.
Denzel
he
Washington
played
was a
gay.
lawyer.
Right, but wasn't his character's
Oh
job
yeah,
a lawyer?
yeah, I think so.
I think
Okay.
so. Yeah.
And Denzel Washington hated gays,
Yes.
so it was fucking awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a great song, "Streets of Philadelphia" by Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I listen to that sometimes.
really
you're sitting
probably
there
the
with
only
the guy
movie
in the
that I've seen.
You listen to that while you watch your gay porn, or what?
When
It's a
or when
reminder.
you got the razor blade right here going, it's that time.
All right, Bruce, save me.
You guys are not popping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I accidentally bumped this.
Move your phone back a little bit. Let's see what happens. No, yours, Tony.
There we
I
go.
moved
It
mine.
stopped when he moved his.
Okay.
Well, I bumped this and then it started doing it. So I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe it was getting Nope.
Oh, there it goes again.
Oh.
I
It's your
wonder if the
phone. What?
Oh, maybe the Bluetooth is
Probably.
yeah.
trying to communicate with that. It's all
Right.
like,
Oh, yeah, trying to connect.
What was the Matthew McConaughey movie that he lost all that weight for that?
Oh, that was yeah.
I don't know.
Was it
Yeah, I know what you're talking
was
about.
it
That
milk?
was no.
No.
It was a good one though.
No, Milk's with Sean Penn.
It was based on true story.
Let's test this phone thing while you guys are talking. I'm curious now.
Okay.
I just want to put it close to something and see what it's doing.
It's definitely
Sounds like,
like a
old
Geiger
Atari.
counter.
It's like old Atari
Oh,
sound
yeah.
effects.
Definitely here.
Yeah.
That's right.
You make a perfect Egon if we were doing a remake of the Ghostbusters.
Right here.
Right in here.
What was that one about? That movie? The
It was
Matthew
like where
McConaughey
he'd
movie?
gotten like AIDS, I think, from
Okay.
needles.
All right.
But then he was it was illegal for that one drug to kind of help counteract it. So he was
Did you
going
guys
down
ever
to
see
Mexico.
that movie he did, Mud?
No, I haven't seen
That
that.
was
one.
that was actually, it wasn't too bad.
Dirt.
Uh,
God damn it. How do you not know it's going to do it again?
what year do you think it came out? I was kind of looking here, but
Probably 10 years ago, maybe.
Serenity?
No,
No. I'd remember.
no.
Killer Joe.
I mean, he lost a shit ton of weight. He
yeah,
looked
he looked
fucking
bad.
deathly.
Beach Bum.
Dirk, remember the phone
Frail-
call?
Dallas Buyers Club.
There you
Dallas
go.
Buyers.
Oh, what did he get?
I kept wanting to say Dallas North 40, but
Yeah,
that's
it's
an old
2013,
football movie
so,
from the
yeah.
70s.
Huh.
Is
Yeah,
that-
I don't think I've ever seen it. I think I've seen it, but I
I've
didn't
heard
know
of
what
it.
the name of it was.
So it says in mid 1980s, Texas electrician Ron Woodruff is stunned to learn that he has AIDS. Though told that he has just 30 days left to live, Woodruff refuses to give in to despair. He seeks out alternative therapies and smuggles unapproved drugs into the U.S. From wherever he can find them, Woodruff joins forces with a fellow AIDS patient. which is that Jared Leto that plays that, and begins selling the treatments to the growing number of people who can't wait for the medical establishment to save them. Because it was like the U.S. had banned that drug, and so he was going down, I think, to Mexico and
getting it and bringing it back and selling it to people who had AIDS.
Well, yeah, I don't even know if he was selling it. He just opened up like his own little
like
therapy thing. People that had it would come in, he'd give it to them, it'd make them. They was able to go
Opened
on.
up his own little clinic, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
So it would,
So he was like
would
Patch
be like-
Adams.
Yeah.
it'd be like better for a little while than get sick again.
Well, I think as long as you have that medicine, I don't know how if you can live like a full life as long as you stay.
Oh, I got
away.
medicine
now it's
now.
like
back
You
when
see
that
them
took place, it
commercials
was
all the
early.
time.
Now it's like a
when
cold.
was the setting
Keeping
on that? What
them,
year?
keep
Said
you
mid-
undetectable.
mid-80s.
Why would you want to keep
So
it
then they were
undetectable?
just doing experimental stuff.
Yeah.
They were just trying to figure stuff out. Yeah, I don't think it was till probably somewhere 90, 91, like right before Magic Johnson or
Yeah.
as Magic Johnson.
Whenever Magic Johnson came out, money can fight AIDS.
yeah,
That's what
get
they
it?
ended up finding.
How did
Yeah.
he get it?
Just sleeping with so many
Sleeping
different
with some-
partners.
yeah.
He was kind of like a Will Chamberlain.
His wife probably wasn't impressed with him.
No, I don't think.
What they
Cookie
always
was.
say, Will Chamberlain slept with like 2,000 women or
Yeah.
something like that in his
Hey.
lifetime.
Slept with some of that he took by force. Yeah.
And then
Elvira? Remember you told me
They
about
were talking-
Elvira?
Oh yeah, yeah.
they're actually
Yeah.
talking about that on Bob and Tom the other day.
Oh, yeah.
They're talking about how Magic's got to be pissed because he slept with about as many women as Will Chamberlain, but he never got the AIDS.
Right.
Or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson's number was like 800 some women or something. Will Chamberlain was supposed to be evidently 2,000 or something.
I don't know if you do the math on that, even if it takes 2 minutes a woman. 2,000. I don't know
Yeah.
how many minutes
They
there
say
are.
it's actually impossible for him
Really?
to have slept with that many women, but who knows? Maybe
Well,
he had
I never
Gene
know.
Simmons
5 at a
says that
time.
too,
Who knows?
Yeah.
So what about Ric Flair?
Yeah, he's probably done a lot of questionable stuff.
There's probably a lot of diseases that originated with him.
Yeah.
and why.
Probably still doing a lot of questionable stuff in his
Yeah.
older age.
Oh, I would think so, yeah.
God, you see, I mean, the guy, that old bastard still has some arms on him, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's like Hogan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hogan still got arms on
They're
him.
fucking
Yeah.
crippled, but man, they,
Yeah, Hogan isn't as tall as he used to be.
Well, no.
No,
like
they
Ronnie
say with-
Coleman.
They say with
Like
all
Ronnie
these
Coleman, he's
back
fucking-
surgeries and all
Really?
that bullshit that he's had done.
Yeah.
Ronnie Coleman.
Ronnie Coleman. He used to be like, I don't know if he was like a, what was that, Mr. Universe or whatever,
Oh,
Oh,
the bodybuilders
Oh,
and
okay.
stuff. And he had to go in for some surgery, and it was botched.
Oh,
and
fuck.
so he was almost damn near paralyzed. But he's fucking just huge up top, but his legs are just worthless. I think he can still kind of get around, but he might have to get around with like a walker or something or canes or
dude,
something.
those surgeries in the 80s and early 90s, they fucked a lot of people up.
they don't do as many surgeries anymore.
This was not that long ago.
Oh, really?
I think he had this surgery like 19 or 20, and it fucked him up.
Huh.
I'm
He's
just
a
saying,
big dude,
like I
though.
say, they try not to do to as many back surgeries anymore because they're so invasive.
Well, yeah.
But, you know-
because it's you're dealing with your nerves back there.
Oh yeah, every time you cut through, you make scar tissue, and you make
You make another
you're
issue.
cutting through nerves, you're cutting through all kinds of stuff to
and
get
nerves
to
they
that
can't
point.
control the healing.
No,
of nerves.
no, they can't.
That's
They can't.
that's
heal.
Ronnie Coleman.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if he tried to train too soon again and fucked himself up.
I don't know. Like I still see he does a lot of videos and stuff now where he'll.
Why do you have pictures of muscular, oiled up men on
Don't
your
ask.
phone? Okay.
Don't ask. Don't tell. Just that's the rule.
Just move on. Just move on. Just
Yeah.
move the program along. Damn it! I said move along.
Move along, move along.
Told you not to fucking ask about it.
Told you not to bring it up. We did this in the pre-meeting show. Jesus.
Did I miss that? I don't remember being here for that. I must have been smoking.
Toby and I have a bonfire meeting too.
Do you now?
I think it's 2020. It said that he had that surgery. It fucked
Man.
him up.
That sucks.
The guys and I at work today were talking about back problems and all that, and talking about how like family members are always against one or the other. It's either I'm against the chiropractor or I'm not going to that fucking quack doctor.
Right.
And I said, well, I just, from my experiences, I got into a chiropractor a lot quicker and got over my issue a lot quicker than I would have if I had to wait on a doctor. Because the doctor would have just kept, okay, I need to send you get x-rays. Okay, well then, here.
We're going to put some injections in you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's some physical therapy. It's basically yoga.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is good for you.
Yeah, yoga is good.
I
can do
haven't
that.
started down that road yet. I have a lot of back pain, but I'm not going to get
Ignore
those damn
it.
injections. I've watched Kelly get them for years and years and years, and after all these years, they have done absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So
Do they help for a while?
they help. They mask your pain.
Oh, okay.
So then
basically
you
just
feel
numbs
good,
it.
and then you go hurt yourself
Yeah,
more
yeah,
every
okay.
time because you think, I feel
And
pretty
it's
good.
more
you know?
painful because you're still got bone on bone.
I'm going to go out and pull that engine out of that truck today.
Yeah.
So it's
You know,
like-
and then the next day you're down for 6 days because you can't fucking move.
What they used to jam in like football players' knees, like cortisone or something like
Cortisone
that?
shots. That's
Is it?
exactly
Okay.
what Kelly gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
People
just,
do it in their knees.
She
they
just
do it
got
in their
one into her
elbows.
inner hip the other day. And that they have to go in your groin area and
Fuck that.
big long needle to get to that inner hip joint.
Jesus.
Yeah. They numb it and do it under x-ray, but still. Yeah, she said that's the worst shot she has to get.
Oh,
When she has to get one of those done. So she's probably looking at another hip surgery here pretty soon.
Did she get a hip replacement?
She got one replaced.
And they might have to do
Now
the other
they
one?
need to do the other one and the other knee. So I said, hell, have them do it at the same time. You're going to be down. You might as well get them both done at the same time.
Well, the thing with the hip is they want them up and walking, don't they?
Well, they want you up walking with your
Yeah,
knee
they
too.
walk you up. They get
Really?
you up.
They have you up
that
the same day,
day.
On your knee?
on your knee
No
and your
shit.
hip. Yep. Yeah, Kelly, when she had her hip done, she was up walking 2 hours after surgery.
Well, I knew
Yeah.
that just because, Harriet,
Yeah.
she was walking out, the next day after she got home from the hospital.
Well, she just had one of those stimulators put in,
Did she?
which hers is working well. Kelly's doesn't. I think it does more than she thinks it does, but I think her pain is too great for that to alleviate all of it. But
But when she had the trial one, she was kind of liking that one.
the trial one, it was good, and I think every day, it just gets a little worse, and pretty soon it's probably not going to be able to help hardly at all.
What's a stimulator?
It sends little electronic pulses up through your
Spine,
back and
basically.
your spine.
Is it kind of like a
And
TENS unit?
It's kind of supposed to be like a pain blocker.
Oh.
Yeah. It's supposed to block the pain signals to your brain. So
Man, the only problem is when that stops working, all that pain comes back.
yeah,
Well, but it's just like you said with those cortisol shots. It's just
they last. Sometimes they last a month. Sometimes they last 3 months. It just depends. Depends on what you're doing, and So I am refraining every time I take her to whatever doctor's appointment. He's like, "You look like you're walking kind of funny. You ready for one of those shots in your back?" I was like,
Suck
"Nope."
my asshole.
I said, "You ain't touching me till I come rolling in here in a wheelchair."
You go on as long as you can without doing anything.
He's like, "Well, they help her, don't they?" I said, "Well, yeah, they do." But I said, "She's been getting them for years and years and years and
You don't
years and
want to start
years."
fucking with that
I
stuff.
said, "We've been together over 20 years." And I said, "She's been getting shots in her knees and her ankles, feet, hips, for
God damn.
20 years." And I said, "You're still giving them to her." So it's just a mask.
Plus, with your recent weight loss, that's probably helping. Does that help your back?
Oh yeah. I fell there a couple years ago at work and I landed right on my tailbone.
Yeah.
So it's been bothering me here lately.
was that when you slipped on ice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
felt so bad for you
Oh
that
my
day.
God. Yeah. Fuck you.
I was like, oh no, Tony's hurt.
Every time I have that kind of pain, I just think of you running like a little bitch from TJ.
Well,
across the parking
that's
lot.
why I don't feel bad when you fell. Fucking prick. Trying to get your phone up to. Speaking of TJ, did you? Tony's the only one that responded. Did you guys watch that video of that Master Ken?
Of what?
Master
Master
Ken. I
Ken?
sent you the
Oh
guys.
yeah. I thought it was. Well,
Oh my
like
god!
I said, my service. I think I need a new phone. My service is just.
It's been shit here in town.
lately.
Yeah, I
It's
think our tower's
it's shit
down.
at work too.
Is it?
Yeah, it's up there.
I was
too.
in Attica though yesterday, and I had a full tower.
Yeah, I think Attica's fine. but
Attica's
it's like
doing good. I think
Bridgewater
ours is
sucks.
fucked. All last week it was screwed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been mine's been this way for a while, but at work I've got a
Yeah, I got one bar.
I
Yeah.
drop phone calls in the shop. I have to go outside the building. Even then, I start dropping phone calls.
Yeah.
And shit. But anyways, but yes, I watched it.
Oh my god! I just
Passive aggressive.
screams
Yeah.
TJ. But he
We'll put this pink belt on and
Yeah.
let you lay down on your side.
I showed him that one because he showed up out there at the plaza.
Yeah.
when we was chip and sealing, and I had him watch it, and he thought it was pretty
Can
funny.
you send that to me again? I don't know where it is.
It was in the
It's in
Facebook
Messenger.
Messenger.
Facebook
Oh.
Messenger.
It's in Facebook Messenger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty funny, both of them.
He's got a TikTok too. So
Does he?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a bunch of them on there.
Actually, I think after I watched yours on Messenger, I mean, it's probably everything's probably all hooked together in my tablet. But I think I did see one pop up on
Yeah.
TikTok.
Did you find it?
No, not yet. I'll have to look later.
It's in the. Now, since you changed your name a while back on there, are you still in that
Yeah.
group as Willie Wienerballs or whatever it was before?
I think it's just my name.
No,
It was still
It's
Willie
something.
Wienerballs.
it's something.
Oh, okay.
What group?
The little group that's on
The
Messenger.
Facebook chat.
Oh, okay.
The little group that's
Sorry.
on Messenger because
Willie-
now you're Willie Butt Stuff
Well, you
or
just
something.
you just changed your name. You
Willie
didn't change your
Busted some
entire.
Bust a nut, bust a
Yeah.
nut
You
or
didn't
something.
change your entire
No, I didn't change the
account.
whole pro.
Okay, so I've been sending them to you twice because I want to make if I send
Okay,
something because
okay.
I'll send it to the new one which is
Yeah.
not in that group chat.
Messenger's been acting weird lately.
I don't get on it very often, but every once in a while I'll share a TikTok with you guys through
Yeah.
Messenger.
Oh.
Because I don't know since you don't have TikTok if you can't open it.
It
Sometimes,
used to
yeah.
let me do it.
Yeah,
And
sometimes I'll get like you'll send like
Yeah.
is it Instagram once in a
Twitter.
while or Twitter? Okay,
Yeah.
and sometimes it tells me, well, you have to subscribe to.
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
that's
to
kind
do
of where
this.
it's getting at.
And then
Sometimes-
sometimes it doesn't. So I think it depends on what platform it came from to begin with.
See the TikTok, you guys like you send it, and
Yeah.
like a guy at work will send me one. I used to be able to watch them,
Right.
And I don't know if I've hit.
Does it ask you to
max.
go to get the app now?
Yeah,
Yeah, see,
send me-
that's why I
have the
send it
app.
to the
I
app.
have the
That's
app.
why
and
I'll
it still
send it-
tells me that. I
I'll
don't
send
know.
it through Messenger and see.
Yeah.
I figure it'll come through that way, but I don't know. Maybe it doesn't.
No,
No,
for
it
some
comes
reason
through.
it jumps
It
to the.
just takes me to the app store.
Yeah.
and brings
Yeah,
up their
oh,
app, 'cause
okay.
and
that's
I already have
kinda-
it, so I don't know why it's
Oh.
not going to
Because
the
I
app.
send them to you on TikTok a lot
Yeah,
of times.
I don't check it a lot.
Yeah, I noticed that because you never ever
Yeah.
reply.
Oh, I'll
anything.
reply today.
And like I said,
No, you don't have to. It's
Yeah.
I never
okay.
download
I
TikTok.
know that's
but
rude.
I know you're so busy.
It's rude.
You got
Yeah.
you got a lot going on.
I do have a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sent them to you.
On
Messenger again.
okay.
It's not in the group one. It's just to you.
All right.
directly
That's
to
right.
you, like you're his
To
special
me.
friend.
Yeah.
Special, my buddy and me.
You know, if your phone is kind of messing up, he is my buddy.
His little buddy.
My buddy, my buddy, my buddy.
Wherever I go,
He goes.
Wonder.
Did you guys have that doll?
No.
I do have one at the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kelly had it. It was about the time the movie Chucky came out, and they'd had one, and she used to scare her nephew with it.
So I was never into dolls or
Yeah.
anything like that. If I had GI Joes, I fucking destroyed them because they scared me.
Yeah, so, really?
I
You're afraid of him coming to life.
yeah, I don't know what it was, but I
Did
didn't
you-
like
you ever
anything.
seen that show?
Toy Soldiers.
Small Soldiers.
Small Soldiers.
Soldiers?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good show.
Yeah, I
is
had
good.
this plastic
it.
welder
Same-
that was
Tommy
just
Lee
it would
Jones?
spin really quick,
Yeah.
and I made sure I drilled a shit ton of holes in their heads so they'd never come to life.
I probably didn't scare your parents at all.
You're just letting the demons in.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
putting a hole in their head.
Yeah. Well, I did that, and then so like I had all these guns and shit, and then I'd weld them to their arms.
I think he's a psychopath.
I was like
Channel
Sid.
2.
I was like
Channel
Sid on
2.
Toy Story.
Definitely.
Did it make you? Did you feel anything? Any emotions when you were doing it?
He had a raging
No.
boner.
But as I got older, I regretted
Trick or treat,
doing it
trick or
because
treat.
those are probably worth some
Yeah,
money
it was
now.
worth some money. Like I say.
Yeah.
Now, see, Tony can testify to this. I used to take my Hot Wheels cars, and if I had a couple cars that I wanted to recreate a wreck and wanted
Yeah.
it real dramatic, I'd take like fucking hairspray and a lighter,
Right.
Yeah.
and that
Burn 'em.
melting
Yeah.
plastic would stink, and
Yeah.
I'd put a little bit of it out, and I'd be like, "Oh, I crashed! Fire!"
Remember the
Yeah.
color changers?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those were cool as fuck. You get them
Yeah.
wet and they change
Yeah.
color. It was
Jake's got
really
some
cool.
of those.
Does
yeah.
he? Okay.
Yeah.
They also had the crash 'em ones.
Yeah, that
the
you could
things
Oh,
you
yeah,
put
like
the things
the
you
hood.
put- yeah.
crash them and they'd like twist and
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah,
the
then you
door-
could straighten
the
them
door
out.
would-
and-
yeah, it was kind of.
Yeah.
So I always
Those are fun.
painted a lot of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some,
I did that too, a couple with some of them. But
Yeah, I never had any real paints though. I always just
No.
used like fingernail polish or something.
Mine was probably like leftover paint from like models that you'd get.
Yeah.
You know.
Still, still Beth's fingernail polish and paint cars.
I'm pretty
Attack
sure
you.
there's some Hot Wheels Matchbox and GI Joes buried in a front yard on the other corner of this park. I'm pretty sure of that.
That'd be cool.
Well, I
Fine.
guarantee you, there's all kinds of old die-cast toys and shit over the falls there down where
They
we
put
used to live.
Stairway there.
Yeah, I know. I haven't been down to
I
see it
haven't
yet.
either.
I'm gonna need to run down there and check that out. You know, I thought about going down there sometime and just digging around down there, see if I could find some of those old toys from when I was a
Yeah.
kid that I threw over the hill. And because there's a couple of those Ertl log skidders down there. And actually, I think the one was in pretty decent shape, but it was Chuck's, and I was pissed off at him. So I threw it over the fence and into that big sandstone quarry there.
Oh, yeah.
So it's probably under like 10 foot of leaves now, so it'd probably be pretty hard to find.
You ever look up the price of that stuff now?
Yeah, those things are like $300.
I was looking up my 18 van. I fucked
Yeah?
that all up. I hit it with a hammer and everything.
Oh,
About 150
yeah.
for a kind of shitty.
Now, do you know who made it?
Probably Ertl. I think.
Ertl or like Nyland or something like? Was it Press Steel?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Okay, so it might
Yeah.
have been Nyland.
Yeah, Nyland.
Okay. I had the little guys and
Yeah.
had the it was metal. Had
Wasn't
the
Ertl
Yeah.
and
sliding
Nyland
door.
kind of the same company?
No,
No.
no. Nyland was actually their company. Is all Press Steel, kind of like Tonka, but
Right.
different. But they're actually out of Rockford, Illinois,
Oh,
up by
okay.
Chicago.
Okay.
Says I don't know. I got kind of nerdy into that stuff when I was buying those kind of toys
Right.
for
Oh,
the
it's
kids.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's neat.
So I spent way too much money on eBay on some of that shit.
Yeah.
But the kids did play with them, and now they're mine.
Yeah.
They're not theirs. They're fucking
they're
mine.
mine, yeah.
Fuck them. You know, someday
They're my
maybe I'll
toys.
build some shelves in the garage and kind of display them. I
'em.
think. I don't
That'd
know.
be cool.
She probably won't let me put them in the house. You know. 'cause
Yeah.
It doesn't go with her decor. Kind of like my chainsaw that's now in the garage. I used to have on my desk.
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, you couldn't use the desk, but you know
Yeah.
it looked cool on there.
Yeah. Well, you knew where your chainsaw was.
That big one that's up in my loft.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it was on top of my desk actually, but
Wow.
I had it in the house for years, and she's like, "Can we take that outside?" I'm like,
What if you
Why?
get attacked?
"Yeah, right."
What's wrong
You
with
get
it?
attacked,
Yeah.
but yeah.
What if fucking the Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Yeah.
breaks in our
Yeah,
house? I gotta
chainsaw's
have a
cool.
saw that's
Yeah.
better than his.
Yeah.
You know? I don't even know why I have that, but you know, it doesn't even run. It's not even functional.
You could throw it at somebody.
Oh, you could kill
You could throw it
somebody.
at
Yeah,
somebody,
for sure. Yeah.
You should do a couple
That
round
thing's
spins and
huge.
just chuck it.
I don't know if I could pick it up and throw it anymore. I'd probably throw my back out.
I was
and be
gonna
like,
say, I'd probably fuck my shoulders up,
right? That thing's a monster.
elbows. You know.
But no, that Nylet company was from like Rockford, Illinois, because I was buying that stuff. Then I started researching, like,
Okay.
when did they start and all this stuff, because there's really, really old stuff. And
I guess I just assumed Ertl and them were like sister companies or something.
no,
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they had any affiliation. Them or Tonka. And then there's another one called Structo or something like that. I don't know. They make construction type toys, but all pressed steel. But that's the good shit, the old good shit, you know. But there's a lot of that shit over the hill down there too.
I've still got some of mine. You
metal
know, I
detector.
definitely played with it.
Yeah.
But it's not in horrible shape.
These have all been played with. There's nothing that I have that's like brand new looking or anything.
Now
but-
I do have. So when those Case quad tracks came out,
yeah.
my dad bought me this great big fucking diecast. I mean, it's probably this long.
Oh
probably
hell, that
about
thing probably
tall.
cost him
I
$400.
still got it in the box.
Oh, that's cool.
Really?
But I got it out and played with it a couple times, but it is a big, heavy son of a bitch. I don't know where it's at, actually.
So see, Nyland, they made. Oh, I could get stupid buying these things. They're the semis.
That's how you're going to know Tony won the lottery. Is if you
Yeah.
see a fucking Ertl truck semi pull
back
up.
in the driveway and just start unloading shit. But they made all these semis, and they had all different. They got all the trailers and stuff have all different logos and stuff on. Like you see the ones in Napa. The semi trailer with the Napa on the side of it,
Or the
But
ones
they
that have
them-
like country
It's crazy
scenery
how
on
many
it.
things they have them for stuff I didn't even remember until I saw it on these trucks because I just sometimes I just go on there and look them up, see what they're going for. But hell, they're $60 to $200 a piece. But they're still in the box and never been opened. And
That reminds me.
I could have a whole wall of
Yeah,
them because I
it'd be
love
neat.
them. But they're pretty cool.
I remember when I was younger, I think it was a hand-me-down I ended up getting from my siblings, but there was a open-ended NASCAR trailer. It said NASCAR on the side, but it had like the bay on the front to put like tires and stuff in, and it was about the size of those big Nylon. I don't know if it was Ertl or Nylon, but that just came to mind when you're talking about that. I was just going to sit here and see if I could
There's
find
so
it.
many of those racing ones. I mean, they're huge. Of course, you used to be into the diecast racing cars like Jeff Gordon stuff.
Oh yeah.
Do you still have any of that
yeah.
stuff? Do you still?
Yeah.
I didn't know if you.
I've got boxes upon boxes of them.
Well, I thought you did,
I've
but
got a couple sitting down there. I've
Yeah.
got some on a cabinet in the garage.
right.
The rest of them are in their original boxes.
Yeah. I mean, or something someday.
Everybody knows that you don't get them out of the original boxes because they lose all their value right there. You don't want to get your bodily oils on it. It'll ruin the paint.
40-year-old virgin there.
I can't imagine being a kid and not opening your toys.
Yeah.
Well, I
There's
think
some kids that do that.
I think there was also
Feel like getting married without opening the box and seeing what's
Yeah.
inside there.
I
you
think
gotta
there's also
know.
families
Gotta know
that
what's going
bought
on.
two of the same thing.
You'll try it
because of
out.
that, you know.
Oh,
See, like
yeah,
I
yeah.
had a bunch of boxes of baseball cards that were
Oh, yeah.
still in the wrapping.
Oh, you never opened them, huh?
No, but it's like you could look up the box to see if there
See
was
if
anything.
there's anything in that box that
Yeah,
was worth
it's
anything.
like they were only going for like $5-10
For
or
the whole
something.
box?
So, yeah, so like at a yard
Yeah.
sale, I ended up selling them for like $5 a box.
Right. Yeah.
Good. You did all right. Yeah, you did good.
But
Yeah.
I think
He
think
probably
my-
sold that one they fucked up and put the wrong card in, and it's
Yeah.
worth $1 million.
well, I think my parents had bought them when I was born.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
And I told Mom, I said, they've
Yeah.
been in my room since I was a kid. Well, when we
Nobody's
selling
really-
that house, it was kind of like, I don't fucking
Nobody's
have-
really into them.
No.
Yeah.
Were they
My
investing
dad
in the
had to
future?
he had to sort through all mine and pull all the decent ones out because I was always putting them in my bike spokes.
Right.
I
Yeah.
was always doing that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was telling Jill about that, and she didn't know what the fuck I was talking about.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I was
Yeah, it
kind of
makes the
shocked.
clicky noise.
Yeah, she didn't understand. I'm like,
Yeah,
it makes it sound like
she's
it's a fucking motorcycle,
She's
man.
a girl. What do you expect?
But I did see that they
She's a
make a
freaking
device
girl.
you can attach
Oh,
to your bike, and it has the card,
Uh huh.
and there's 2 or 3 different cards you can get to make it sound, either-
Different noises.
Yeah, and it's like a megaphone for it.
Really?
So it amplifies it.
Ah,
Yeah, it looks like exhaust that you're mounting onto it, but it's
I
actually,
don't know
yeah.
that I ever did that. Stuck
Really?
baseball cards in my spokes.
I did a couple times. I was like, it's just
Yeah.
more annoying.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah.
cool. I thought it was
I
cool.
don't know they ever did that.
You go real slow. Blah, 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 blah.
Now I know some friend of ours at their grandparents had big wheels,
Yeah.
and they had a couple that had buttons on that would like roar like a lion, and
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
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 but that was about the most sounding thing I think.
And I
remember
wore
having.
some of them bastards out. We had them when we were kids. God damn. We
Yeah.
wore the shit out of them things. Those big wheels.
Mine was
Yeah.
Ninja
Yeah.
Turtles, I think.
Ninja Turtles.
I fucking wore the center out of that.
Ours
wheel.
was just like Hot Wheels.
Hot
it was
Wheels,
like a
yeah.
Hot Wheels themed one. Yeah. But I can't remember what these little trucks were called. I found them online before, but they were almost looked like a little school bus and had a little steering wheel on top of it.
Oh.
And our house when we were kids, it was a big circle. You go through the dining room, through the kitchen, and through the little hallway by the downstairs bathroom, then through the living room and a course, the living room was huge, but we would race them son of a bitches, me and Chuck and John, run just as fast as we could, crash into shit. You know, it was a blast.
I can
We'd do that
imagine.
for fucking hours.
Did your mom drink?
No,
Oh,
no, she should have. Yeah, she should have.
Yeah, there's the one I was thinking of.
Oh yeah,
I remember having the
yeah.
semi.
Is that Nylant?
Yeah, it's Erdl.
Erdl. Okay.
Erdl,
All
yeah.
right.
oh, cool.
Yeah, I could like go
Yeah.
through there and buy a shit ton of those things. BF Goodrich, U-Haul, they got
Yeah.
Pillsbury Doughboy, they got all kinds of
Isn't
different,
that
you know,
cool?
logos and stuff on them. They're so cool.
had
But
a
then I just sit in the garage and stare at them like,
I had this one semi. It was a Shell, like gas
Uh-huh.
semi, but it
Yeah.
wasn't the gas tanker. It was like a box. I think it was a box.
It's a, yeah.
But it had,
the van on the back.
It did have a couple buttons on it, or it had a key switch,
Oh yeah,
so
okay.
you could turn it,
Yeah,
and it sounded like it started, and it was like 10-4, good buddy. You know?
yeah, yeah,
10-4, good buddy.
yeah.
Yeah.
They started making like when we were, I don't know, late '80s, early '90s. They started making those toys with all those push buttons.
Oh yeah,
to 'em.
yeah.
Yeah.
Something about the
Sound
microchips.
machines. They call them
Yeah,
sound machine.
yeah.
People would get the grandparents would get those for their kids or their grandkids because they were so loud and annoying. And
Yes.
they thought it was funny as hell.
Yep, because they
Yeah.
send them home.
I
and
have
they don't have to deal with it.
I have a Napa pickup truck.
Yeah.
It's pretty good size. I mean, it's a Nylant, but
Oh yeah.
I think if you push the hat, it'll say it's something about Napa.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if it says Napa know-how or Napa something.
That's
but-
pretty cool.
But the batteries are dead on it. It doesn't work anymore. But
One Christmas, my dad got for my brother for his little kids cymbals. You know, like cymbals you crash together. Drum set, some other stuff. Dad or Keith wouldn't let him take it home. He's like, no, no.
keep that at grandma's. You can play with it here.
I was like, what's wrong? I don't understand.
Yeah, and
That'd be a fun toy
remember
for
those
everyone.
things that was I can't remember what they were called, or clackers or whatever it was. Do you remember them? They had like plastic balls, and they were on like a triangle, and you hit them up and down.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
God, I used to drive fucking. I still have one of those over at the house. The
Yeah,
kids, it's in the kids' toys.
Sit there and just go.
Yeah, like I don't know, a couple years ago, they had it in the house, and I was sitting there and I was doing it at the counter. You know, Kelly's like, Jesus Christ, you're worse than the kids. She's like, put that son of a bitch away. I haven't seen it since. I think she hid it.
You know, if you think about it,
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
if you think about it, that was probably the first fucking fidget spinners for us.
Well, pretty much, yeah.
It's probably a
Yeah, you
science
could get it going
experiment.
that way and get it hitting or whatever, and it
Yeah.
ting, 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 or you can clack it that way.
Yep. Get them just slapping.
Yeah. Yep.
I used
Those
to always
are-
have
those
the
are fun
thing
toys.
that it was like a bunch of blocks that were attached with like string or something.
Yeah.
Like that, and you'd do that, and they would all.
Oh, fall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. We had. I used to have. I got one over at the house. It's a little ball, and you try to catch it in the
Oh
little
yeah.
cup.
little cup thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those were fun little
Ball and
toys. It kept you entertained for a while.
Well, it's
you know?
like, did your parents used to get you the Woolly Willy thing that it was like the magnet with the black stuff and it?
Oh yeah, and then you drag it around, and
Or the drawing one where you had it
etch
was like
sketch type thing
Yeah,
or
but it
whatever.
was
but
more
it was
of a-
cheapy. No, not etch sketch.
it was like
but-
carbon copy,
right, and then you
almost.
peel it, and it
Cleared
cleared,
it out.
itself off.
Now, which
Yeah, we
one
had
was the
of
one that
those
had
over
the
at
little
house.
balls, and you would try and drop them in the little slots to make your drawing? It was magnet. Was that?
That might have been after.
Are you thinking of Hungry Hippos?
No,
I know.
We used to have one of those. I think
don't-
we
I
still
don't-
have
I
it.
don't
One of
remember.
those.
I didn't know if it might have been because it had like a face, and you could like either make like hair
Oh,
or something.
okay.
But it was like a bunch of dimples, and you'd sit there and pick up a ball, and you could drop it into like one
Oh,
of the
really?
dimples, and
I think we still got some of them water games over there too. You know, you push the button and it pushes stuff up.
yeah.
Rings and stuff get on the
Yeah.
thing. I think we got some of them over there. Yeah, and then
Remember when you'd go into Taco Bell, and they used to have Didn't they used to have those games up there to where like you put like a penny or something in, and if you could get it on the
Oh yeah,
thing, and you win like a taco.
catch on the thing.
Yeah, remember them having
Yep.
those?
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Son
Yep.
of a buck. Yeah, because you could drop it in.
Yeah,
you
you
could move
twist
it.
the top.
Because it was
and
going
you-
into
You
water,
try to,
wasn't it?
Yeah,
you try
so
and turn
it would
so,
like go crazy
Yeah.
coming down through the water.
And
If
it
you
had
caught
different-
one on
it had
there,
different
you get like a
get
free
something
taco
free,
or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I take
funny.
a free taco. I love free tacos.
Yeah.
So, I guess I haven't bought candy or just candy by itself at the convenience store lately. I
Yeah.
knew that it was more expensive, but I bought just a regular pack of Reese cups at a convenience store in Shadeland.
Yeah, probably like $2.
$2.63 or
Wow.
$2.36.
That's
one of the two.
crazy.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, fuck, I could have drove over to Sam's, bought a whole box of them.
Right?
And
Yeah,
been money ahead.
exactly. Yeah, candy's so expensive.
I was like, holy shit.
I haven't bought any. I haven't had any candy for a while.
And I was going to say,
And then last night, well, different. We'll get into that other story. This story leads to. But I was at the hospital last night. I'll tell you why here in a minute.
That. Yeah.
But so I was standing there. I was just like craving a candy bar. So I did buy a Three Musketeers out of the candy machine. So that's the first candy bar.
It
I've
probably
had
tasted
forever.
super sweet.
It was really good. It was actually good. It wasn't super sweet. It was Three Musketeers. So, I thought of the candy bars,
That
it's
might
supposed
be-
to have less fat.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that'd probably be better for you.
They're kind of light and fluffy.
Yeah. But I hadn't had one of them in forever. So I was like, so. But anyway, I was at the hospital because my mother fell the other day.
Oh, shit.
She was in her apartment. It was Thursday afternoon, about, 4:30 or so. And she went to walk across the room, and she had a bag of, like a laundry bag of clean laundry there on the floor, tripped over it. Fell across the room, one of those running falls where you should have just
Yeah.
fell down. But
Because you're trying to keep up.
yeah,
Probably trying to grab everything.
so she ran into the other recliner, hit her chest on the recliner, and hit her knees on the concrete floor, and then hit her arm on the concrete floor, dislocated her shoulder,
Oh, fuck.
and fractured her arm up here at the top, busted her elbow. She
Jesus.
broke her elbow. So,
Shit.
so anyway, so I wasn't at work today. I slept all day because I was at the hospital all night. Yeah. So,
Wow.
Because we took her down here and then they transferred her to Indy.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so you got to go
because-
to Indy.
Now, did you
Yeah.
guys drive her to Indy, or did?
No, they took her by
Oh,
ambulance.
did they take her by
yeah.
ambulance?
And then we drove her back home this morning after they released her. But by the time she got there and they took the second x-ray, her shoulder was back in.
Oh.
They were trying to put it in over here, and she ended up being a pincushion and got pissed off and said, "Get me the fuck out of here. I want transferred." So
No,
we ended up
I-
driving to Indy at 2:00 this morning. So
That's them trying to put your shoulder
was a long
back
night.
in and not able to do it.
yeah, well, they have to knock you out to put it back in. Oh, yeah. I told her, I said, "Quit being a pussy. Get up and slam that thing into the wall, and let's go home."
Let's
Yeah,
go,
leave
Mel
it.
Gibson.
Leave
Come
it.
on.
That's right. That's what I said.
Now nobody
Come on,
can-
Riggs.
Because that's what she said. She said, "How are they going to do this?" I said, "Well, they're probably going to pull out and then get it to snap back in there." I said, "It's going to hurt like a fucking hell." But then they said they was going to put her under, but they could never find a vein. They couldn't get in a vein to get the medicine in to put her out. So, yeah, and then I think they got her in the jugular because there's blood squirting out of her neck and it was all over the place. So it was like, yay, Williamsport Hospital. So she said, "I'm fucking done." She said, "I want transferred right
The
now."
doctor was probably like, first of all, my bad. My bad. That was the
He was
high
a-
pressure vein.
He was-
I thought it was the other side.
He was a
yeah.
very young doctor. I think he was very nervous. And he got into her artery in her neck. And when he pulled it out, it was just like, just squirting blood. She had blood all down the side
He's
of
like,
her.
this is fine.
First
She's
of all,
like, "I'm not going to be your fucking guinea pig."
I'm glad she's on the road to recovery. But I'm just
It
picturing.
was tense at the
I
time.
can't
but it was-
imagine her eyes if she saw it squirt now going, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's
Like,
horrifying. That's
can you imagine not knowing what the fuck's going on? You see blood coming from your
Nyla
neck?
doesn't cuss. Nyla does not cuss that much.
No.
But she was cussing in that ER last
Oh
night.
my god!
And I was concerned but dying inside because It was just, she was worked the fuck up. I had to call Beth, wake her up. I said, you got to get down here. I said, Mom's going batshit crazy.
She's probably like, oh yeah. Okay.
Did she call you first and tell you that she fell, or did she call the? I mean, how'd that?
Tatum was there. So Tatum called me and said,
okay.
Grandma fell. And
Okay.
I said, okay, I'll be there.
Well, that's good that Tatum was there.
Then Troy and Beth had to come help me get her off the floor because then she couldn't get up.
Right.
And she's whining like a little bitch.
Well-
because
Well, it probably hurt. She
Well, I'm not gonna say.
she's such a pussy.
Yeah, but
You're like, roll over
I've
and set up.
fallen
God
more
damn it.
recently.
God damn it.
Get the fuck up.
Well, you were just talking about your tailbone still hurting from when you fell.
I know. I know. I'm just kidding.
Were you at the birthday party when Scully threw his shoulder out, pulled his shoulder out of place?
I believe so, yeah.
And Brandon's mom was a nurse, I think.
Yeah, and she popped it back in, didn't she?
She had him hold it like to his side and maybe touch his head.
Yeah.
And then she pushed up and you heard a pop.
Yeah.
And then he went like really white and started drinking more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's always a good idea.
Yeah.
You know.
Scully.
Jeremy.
They were playing football and
He's had surgery.
somebody
He's
tackled him.
had surgery
Yeah,
on that
fucked that
since.
thing up for a long time,
It
yeah.
fucked it up for a long. He put up with it for a long time.
Yeah, it would pop out again with
Yeah, every once in a while it'd pop out, and then
like,
you have to pop
well,
it back
shit.
in.
Yeah.
He'd just be like, "Oh, shoulder done."
Fuck.
Fuck.
You know what though? Here's the sad part. Like I got home today and I find myself under my breath going, "Fuck, fuck, fuck," all the time, and I'm like, "Son of a bitch."
What?
So Scully, when he'd get excited and say "fuck," it sounded like he was saying "feck,"
Okay.
Yeah, he's like,
F, like FECK.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So when you're acting like you're Scully, you gotta say "feck."
You gotta be
I
in
got
a
you.
rage too when you
Yeah.
say it.
yeah, because
a
he'd be fuck. You know, he'd get all fucking. He'd get
He'd be all
worked
fired
up.
up. Say "fuck," then you hop in his truck and fucking speed off.
Peel out.
I still remember the night. It was me, Goober, and Scully.
And
I
then
think,
half an hour later, 45 minutes
I'm
later,
telling a story.
he'd come back in.
I think I'm telling a story.
45 minutes later.
It's me, Goober, and Scully, and my Trans Am, and we all got food at McDonald's. And he took a sip of his drink right after we pulled out of McDonald's, and he's like, "This is the wrong fucking drink." He threw it right out the window and it busted out. Like, didn't even look, didn't even care. And Goob was like, "That wasn't your drink, that was Bill's." So Goob made him buy a bottle of pop for me.
You just had the wrong one.
There's multiple drinks
There's
there.
three of us in the car. You might have got the wrong one.
It didn't even cross his mind to go. It didn't even cross his mind to go, "Hey," like he's in the car. He should have heard what everybody ordered,
Right.
and known that, hey, this isn't mine.
This isn't a Dr. Pepper. This is a Coke.
Like, he didn't give a shit about anything that was around or nothing.
Right. He's
Yeah,
just
could've
pissed
been
off and just, fuck.
There could have been a cop standing there and he just beamed him.
I've never really been around him much, but when we was doing
He's
that
fucking
cruise that
wild.
one night, oh my god, if you'd closed your eyes, you'd swear Chris Farley was there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Scully's a good time, actually. He's pretty
He
funny.
slowed down a little bit. He used to be like a cat.
Oh, man.
He could fall off stuff, land on his feet.
I love it when he tells a story. He gets so excited
Yeah.
when he's telling it. He just gets more excited as he's telling the story. He's probably got a fire going right now.
We'll check on Facebook. He usually,
Yeah,
shares a picture.
usually he doesn't post it till he's like probably done.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, well, hell, if I'd known, I might have ran out and sat and visited with you. Because
Yeah.
most times it's just him and the dogs. You know, and
Right.
he's like, but
Well.
just about every Friday or Saturday night, he's got a fire going or he's cooking something.
Yes.
You know, he's always cooking like.
I told the
you
story
know,
about me trying
meat
to
or
push him
something.
to the driveway, didn't I?
Push him through the driveway.
Or the drive-through at McDonald's.
Oh yeah,
I told that.
remember
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I told that already.
Yeah. He got drunk one night. He got all messed up on Jägermeister. Actually, we were out at where your mother-in-law and built her house.
Oh,
You remember before
yeah.
they built their house out there, you had a party out there.
My
a few
21st.
times. Yeah. Okay. So it was that night.
because I lost CDs.
I was
lost
in
a
my,
book of
I was in
CDs.
my, I had that old green Bronco, and I came out there, and
Yes.
Scully was there, and he was drinking, and I was drinking, and he got messed up on Jägermeister, and we got to arguing about something, you know, just bullshitting each other back and forth, and he thought he really thought he was gonna take me down. He said, "I'm gonna take you down." He said, "I'm gonna put you on your fucking ass." I said, "Well, come on, bud." And he was so drunk. Every time he come like charging at me, and I just like grab his head or his shoulders and throw him to the ground. He'd get back up. One time he had his arms around my legs, and he's like trying to pick me up and pull me over. I'm like, I was just like, just push him away.
Didn't he start slapping your feet when he couldn't get up?
Yeah, he was so drunk he couldn't get up, and then he just started like slapping my feet. I'm like, what are you doing? So that was one of those nights. It rained that night.
Yeah.
And we had like a little bit of rain. It
Little bit
wasn't
of
bad,
rain.
but we had a little bit of rain.
And like her,
And it's a good thing I got up and actually got out of my truck in the morning because he was beating on my door in the middle of the night. And he was like, "Dude, it's raining. Let me in." I said, "Fuck you. You want to camp?"
He slept under his Bronco.
Yeah, he crawled under my Bronco and went to sleep and passed out. So it's a good thing that I got out of the truck before I left because I was just ran him over. Because I mean, he wasn't like laying like straight like under the truck where I could have just maybe drove away. His legs were like hanging out the side of the truck. I would have ran him over. I was like,
Fucking Wicked
fuck.
Witch of the East.
I remember-
Exactly.
I remember you yelled something like, "Don't hit my truck," and he was like, "It's been rolled 3 times. Who cares?" Or something.
Yeah.
Because Beth had rolled it.
Yeah, Beth had rolled that,
Yeah, that was a
that
good
Bronco.
truck. That
It
was a-
was.
I think it was like brand new when she got it.
I know because it actually belonged to the. What am I trying to say? He worked at Hooks Drugs. He was a pharmacist.
Yeah.
And it belonged to him. He bought it brand new.
Yeah.
And
a
it
beautiful
was.
truck.
I think he was a Newmeyer. You remember up at
Didn't have any rust
you
or
remember
anything?
Hooks up there by
yeah.
Pizza Hut? He was the pharmacist. Kind of a big guy, black hair. Anyway, that was his truck. And I believe I think he was a Newmeyer. But anyway, she bought that off of him when she turned 16, and she rolled it out by Rainsville.
Now, is this the big full size Bronco?
Yeah, 1979.
Green.
Yeah,
Isn't he?
green four-wheel drive, full-size Bronco. I love that thing. I had 2 of them. I had 78 and a 79.
That second one, that blue and white.
The blue and white one?
I wish you wouldn't have fucked that all up. That was neat.
Yeah, I know, but it was all Bondo
yeah.
and Expandafoam.
Yeah.
All the bedsides and everything, they did an excellent job. I mean, they Expandafoamed it and then they Bondoed over it, and it was so fucking smooth you could not tell the difference.
So he was an artist, whoever did it.
Yeah, but I was underneath. But when I got underneath it and seen it from the backside, I was like, "Oh hell, it's all fucking foam." It's like this thing's going to the Badlands.
Luke used to do that shit.
Yeah,
On all the cars he'd go to sell.
yeah. That's an easy way to
Yeah.
make them look nice to get them sold.
Get it sold.
Until it rains once,
Yeah.
and everything starts falling apart. But yeah. But anyway, old Scully, he's a good old dude.
Oh yeah. I saw somebody out mowing earlier.
Was it me?
No.
Oh.
Motherfucker decides to honk and scare the fuck out of me.
You don't even know where it's at, do you?
That ain't it.
Yeah, I guess you have to actually point at me. Like,
Cue the music.
and it might take 30 seconds for me to know, like,
I'm like, what's he talking about?
Well, it just seemed like a good spot to bring that up.
Anyway, so
Anyways, I went to the gas station earlier to get me a fountain pop.
yeah,
And when I got out of the truck, I could hear a lawnmower, and I looked over and saw it was Toby push mowing his yard. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So I go in, get my drink, come out. And that's how I usually go. I go out on 4th Street.
right.
He's just turned to go towards like west
Out on the street.
on his front yard.
Yeah.
So I get up behind him on the sidewalk, and I just laid on the horn. He didn't jump too bad. He just
I turned around and I
fucker.
worded, "You motherfucker."
He did. I saw.
Yeah.
Are you not mowing the gas
No, I
station
am.
anymore? I
They
say.
only want me to mow it every 3 weeks.
Oh, it looks like ass.
I know. I tried talking to him when it was real dry 2 weeks
that
ago.
spot out front. It's like that tall.
I know. Told Eli, I said, you're going to have to go real slow over that.
Yeah.
But I tried talking him into mowing it 2 weeks ago when it was really dry. I said,
Yeah.
I'll mow it down low
Yeah.
and it won't have to be mowed for probably a month.
Yeah.
well, of course, they're newer people running.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, only every 3 weeks. I'm like, whatever, okay. But I'm getting to the point where if it starts tearing up my mower and shit,
Yeah.
I'm going to stop doing it.
Yeah,
'cause
that's
it's
what
not-
you need to tell him. Well, we're going to
Yeah.
mow this every 2 weeks, or I'm not going to do it anymore
Yeah.
because I'm
Yeah.
not tearing up my mower because you
Yeah.
let it get too tall.
Yeah. So,
But then trying to get him to understand that
Right.
is a whole different story because
So
this new fellow over here, I
He's-
cannot understand him hardly at all.
it's
Language
Jack's
barrier.
brother.
Yeah, I know. It's
supposedly,
it's
so-
Jack's brother.
barrier.
But the fountain pops are delicious there.
That's what Beth says
never
too.
had
She
it
said
from
they
there.
have the pop is such bad. It's so, but it tastes so much better there.
It's the mixture. Like I was talking to my middle brother about it because he's drinking pop Mountain Dew again.
Yeah.
And that's where they go. And I'm like, I don't know. I think the problem with the food plaza is they cook so much food there, and the grease and stuff in the air gets in the ice,
You think so?
or it affects the taste. And I don't know. I think those machines aren't the same as they
the
used to
old
be.
machines,
Maybe
yeah.
maybe it's all in my head, but I if I have to go to that station in the morning because this one's not open because I'm going in so early, I'll take ice in my insulated cup and I'll just get a bottle of Mountain Dew out of the cooler instead of
Right.
getting the fountain up here
Yeah.
because it just
It
doesn't.
tastes like shit. So see, I always thought the pop over here tasted better. The Sprite is like amazing
Really
over
good.
here. Yeah. Of course, I haven't drank a pop for I don't know how long.
I need to get me some of
Sorry.
this pop.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, it sucks when you can't have it. doesn't it?
No, I buy that Gold Peak tea that's
Yeah.
it's zero sugar,
It's zero
sweetened,
sugar.
but it's really good.
Have any of you tried the zero Mountain Dew Zero?
I have not. I don't like the zero pop though.
Well, I don't like.
I've had the
I never
Zero
thought-
Baja Blast. Mm-hmm. It's not bad.
Well, we went to Taco Bell the other night. We had to drop her car off at the dealership, so I went through Taco Bell, and they don't have Diet Mountain Dew. They had that Mountain Dew Zero.
Yeah.
So Stephanie got that, and she's fine with diet drinks. She'll
Right.
drink Diet Coke and all that, and most everything she drinks.
Yeah, I seen
pop-wise
you
is
had
diet.
zero Dr Pepper out there and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. But she didn't care for the taste of it. She's like,
Yeah.
it's just kind of.
Kelly doesn't like the zero. She'd rather drink the just regular diet Dew.
It's got some wang on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I tried the zeros because I thought, well, I still
didn't
want to
like
have
it
a pop
either.
once in a while. But if I want one that bad, I'll just drink
Yeah.
a real one.
The diet Dews were always just. I don't know. When you like one product so much, it's hard to.
If I have to pick my favorite diet drink, it'd be Diet Pepsi. Diet Coke just fucking sucks. I wish they would take that Diet Coke shit out of the.
But you know
People
what?
love it.
That's one of the most
People love it.
popular drinks.
I don't get that because Diet Coke.
Diet Mountain Dew is.
I don't
kinda
mind
like-
Coke.
Oh,
But Diet Coke's
have
horrible.
you tried the Pepsi Zero?
Yeah, I think a long time ago, and I wasn't a huge fan of
Did you
it.
ever try the
Okay.
Pepsi Clear?
No.
That tastes like.
That was
Did I bring that in
Hell, that
once?
was pretty before his.
Yeah.
he was
Oh, yeah.
born.
No, I remember the advertisements and shit
well,
for it. I just never.
Bill did bring that one bottle in because they reissued it
Yeah.
there for a period.
It was just weird.
It was
Yeah.
disgusting.
It was
Basically,
very
it was
strange.
carbonated water.
Yeah, with a little bit of flavoring. in it.
Yeah,
That's all
and it wasn't even a
yeah.
good flavoring.
No.
It was like that was one of those drinks where the diet tasted better than the regular.
Now my
Yeah.
my
And it still
grandma
was awful.
Van Dame, she used to love like vanilla Pepsi or vanilla Coke, and there for a while she had a whole thing of vanilla there at the house, and she just make it herself, like in one of those little pump bottles, the big gallon, and she'd make those once in a while.
Mom used to send me when
I know
go to
your
the ice
mom
cream
was that
stand.
well. Another
Vanilla
person,
Coke, yeah.
vanilla Pepsi or vanilla Coke.
Yep.
Yeah,
I like.
I
vanilla
didn't
Pepsi.
mind it, but yeah,
It's not bad. You know the one pop that really aggravates me that they decided to get rid of it or change the name.
Diet
honestly.
Right.
No, it was
No.
7 Up. And it was it 7 Up that they which one was it they replaced
Sierra
with
Mist.
Sierra Mist.
Sierra
That's
Mist.
right.
they got
Starry.
rid of.
I
Now
kind of
it's
hate.
Starry.
Yeah, I kind of hated that they changed that.
And one
It's
they got
Starry
rid
now?
of
Yeah,
was
Starry.
Slice.
Starry?
Yeah.
I used
so
to like.
fucking dumb. It's the
I used
same
to
thing, it's just
love
Starry.
orange
Ah,
slice.
yeah.
That was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And they
Oh,
got
yeah,
rid
that
of-
is
They got
good.
rid of slice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they used to have like a lemon lime one also, didn't they?
Yeah, it
Slice.
was that and
orange.
orange. Yeah,
And I think they even came out with other flavors down the line.
Minute
at one
Maid
time.
used
Maybe
to
a
make
grape.
I think so.
Minute Maid used to make it was really good too. It was almost like mandarin orange,
Oh,
and it was good.
What'd you say?
I
You said
said
orange.
orange. I did not. Jesus.
Okay.
Heard it.
Fucking prick.
Okay.
Gonna have to review.
Toby, this is going to be a good time for you to learn how to edit. Okay, this is at an hour 13. You want me to write that down for you?
Okay.
Okay.
You gotta go back
Hour
and listen to
13,
see
you
if I
can-
said
After I get this done,
orange
you can
right.
download it.
Okay.
Download Audacity on your laptop.
Orange.
Here's a
And
pen.
then you can
Orange.
figure out how to edit it. You'll figure it out because it's fucking with somebody. It makes it more fun. All right, I'm going to write it down for you.
Fuck, maybe I did. I'm sorry.
We'll find out when he goes and finds it out.
He'll be texting me at 1 o'clock in the morning. I found it. You said orange, not orange.
Jill's only gonna see him at the tab glow of the fucking screen.
Right. You should be like, what are you watching? Porn?
No, I'm editing.
Got that motherfucker.
Got him. Got his ass.
TJ would be looking for it now, too. He'd be trying to back it up and
Yeah.
listen to it. I guess that's all you have to do. Wait for it to come out and then find it.
Yeah.
There will be plenty of. Well, you can get it and isolate it and everything. There's plenty of. There's plenty of.
Audacity.
But anyway, Minute
Shit
Maid
on
used to make
YouTube
one.
to
It
tell
was
you
a
how to use it.
soda,
That's not
and
bad.
it was
See,
like a mandarin orange.
like I said, I always liked, when me and the kids were in the truck, we went for a drive, right
Yeah.
in it. We'd stop out here at the grocery store and I'd get Sunkist because on a hot
Something-
day,
something different,
That always
yeah.
sounded. That's always hits.
Yeah.
The,
Yeah.
that or a mellow yellow or something
I
like
like
that.
Sunkist. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And it doesn't a lot of times that doesn't have caffeine in it either. I don't think.
I don't
One
think it
of-
does.
I
Actually, I don't think A&W root beer does either. I don't
No.
think it's caffeine free.
most root beers, I think.
Yeah. I used to like Barks root beer, but you can't
Yeah.
find it as easy anymore. Yeah.
Coke doesn't have it out.
Well, they
there.
do, but around here it seems
Oh.
like they don't care. A lot of places don't carry it. Stop.
Which one?
I was wondering how
Which
long I
one?
was gonna
Barks. Barks root beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because I would drink
Barks
that.
has bite.
Because if I remember the Coke machine in the foyer at the school down here, and I can remember getting a Barks.
Yeah,
I'd
and
get
they
that.
used to have at the school. It was Welch's grape soda,
Yeah.
and it was really good.
Oh, purple's the best.
Huh?
You can't beat purple.
Purple
Oh, yeah.
drank.
Yeah, purple drink.
Yeah, I like. I always like grape Fago, but if I drink too much of it, I'll smell it in my pee.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, my pee will smell like
Yeah.
grape.
Yeah.
Re-drink it. See if it tastes like Fago again.
I'll bring you some.
Okay. You mean the
Sure,
or
sure.
The
Okay.
recycled Fago.
Yeah.
All right, just put it back in the bottle. I probably won't know.
Actually, I'll go drink a couple. Drink right from the spout.
I knew that was coming.
I don't want to.
It'll be nice and sterile that way. It hasn't touched air yet,
Yeah.
so it'll be fine.
You still drinking Zero Powerade?
Yes,
I bought a shit ton of that stuff.
Zero Powerade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize it had so much sodium in it.
Oh.
I damn near 400 milligrams of sodium per bottle.
Is it that much?
Yeah.
Well,
Really?
The
Well,
thing
yeah.
is that's supposed to
I don't
help
think
you
it's that much.
rehydrate.
Yeah. It's your
You know,
electrolytes and
They
stuff.
used to give people salt pills. So
because I
That's so
almost,
fucking backwards thinking,
For
like
him.
when you think about it.
Yeah.
I
Since
almost killed myself with sodium this week. Well, I think it was last week.
How much of it did you drink?
Well, I
drank one a day, Bill.
I mean, I made 3 packages of ramen noodles altogether.
Oh,
'cause
Jesus.
I haven't ate those. I haven't
First
ate
of all,
those
that may be your sodium problem.
Exactly.
It is. I haven't ate those in so long, and I was going to eat like a little bit every day, like the 3. And that day I was like, oh my God, that was delicious.
So
I
you
haven't ate
thought
those
you'd
so-
make all 3 packages at the same time. You eat a few
Yeah, eat a
and
little
then
bit.
put them in the
Yeah.
fridge
Man,
or
you're so
something. and then-
thirsty,
Yeah.
so then you try a Powerade.
Well,
You drank-
I ended up eating the whole bowl.
Fucking Bill's over the corner pickled.
So then my legs were swelling up and everything because sodium, with all my heart medicine and everything, that'll do that. So I'm like, okay, I need electrolytes.
Oh, fuck.
So I just started chugging down, like drinking 2 Powerades a day.
Yeah.
So I had a doctor's appointment on
Well, your potassium will be good.
I don't know, Thursday. I don't know what it was, but I was explaining to her. I was like, yeah, I eat all that. I just, I never eat sodium, but that tasted really good. So I've been drinking those Powerades to replenish my sodium or
Electrolytes.
electrolytes. And she was like, those are full. The only time you should drink those is when you're like, really dehydrated.
Actually, like sweating, working
She
hard.
said
You know.
you got too much sodium in your system because my blood pressure was like 160 over 90 or something.
Yeah.
And it's not supposed to be that high because it could blow. The aorta could blow again. And we're talking, and then I'm sure she thought I was retarded.
She says,
But-
just drink water.
Yeah, I was, that's what she said. Just drink water.
Yeah.
And I was like, should I put salt in the water? After that, and she kind of shook her head.
Maybe I think you might need some smart water.
So I've been drinking a shit ton of water. Oh, I took a water pill too,
Yeah.
because my knees were fucking swollen up.
Where
I've never had it just stick right in my knees.
Yeah. Plus the humidity's coming back, so it's going to get worse.
I was worried I had a blood clot in my leg, or the stents go to my kidneys. And I was worried that maybe something happened with one of
Got
those, and the
kinked up
kidneys
or
were
something.
shut down.
Yeah, they're plugged up with
it's
fucking.
just my stupid shit. Yeah,
What flavor were the ramen noodles? They chicken,
Chicken.
beef,
Chicken.
chicken is
Chicken-
like 1,400 milligrams of sodium
I
per
said chicken's
package.
probably
Yes.
saltier
So
than the
it'd be
beef.
28 plus.
I think they're all about. The
And
same.
how do you fix yours like we do?
4,200?
Where you drain the
Yeah, how
water
do you
and all
fix
that?
them?
Okay.
Yeah,
You
drain,
drain
the water
all the water out, or leave a little
All the
bit,
water.
so you got a little juice in there.
and put a lot of butter in it.
Yep.
See, yeah,
Yeah.
you're-
Butter's delicious.
Yes.
real butter
Yeah.
or like margarine.
No, real butter.
Real butter. Oh,
See,
yeah.
mine's,
You gotta
mine's
go-
just
you gotta go-
margarine, 'cause that's all I
Oh,
have.
dude, real butter.
You got to go
I
all
know.
the way with
You
real
know,
butter.
margarine is basically plastic.
I know.
Did you know it doesn't rot?
Yeah, I know.
You can leave it out in 100-degree heat; it will not rot.
kind of like American.
It'll never
singles
mold or
don't
anything
melt,
because-
they burn.
Huh?
American
Yes.
Singles, craft
Yeah.
singles.
But butter.
Craft ones or the
if you're gonna
cheapy
eat butter
ones?
with
No,
something, you might
craft
as well.
ones.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm pretty.
I
sure
thought it
it's
was the
craft singles.
cheapy ones,
I think it's craft singles.
like
'cause
the off brands of them.
it might be. I don't know
Yeah.
that. for
Don't be
sure.
fucking with my craft.
Yeah, go balls deep. Eat that butter.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Why you
Katie
eat fake
eats them
butter?
more than I do. She ate a bowl of them tonight.
It's like when you go to Long John's, you eat Long John Silvers, and then you just feel yourself going.
Well,
Your body just slows down.
last Thursday night, she and I
Yeah,
went down
you
to the
can
saloon.
tell.
to have dinner.
You could feel it.
Yeah.
And I she said I only had 3 drinks, but I'm pretty sure I had 4. But I hadn't ate anything since breakfast. So
How do you know you're drunk?
I had that first drink before I had my meal. So it fucking, like, when I started my second drink, when the meal came, it hit me. I was like, oh fuck, I better slow down. So I ate. But they have smash burgers down there, and they've got the seasoning on it, and it was really good. I only got a single. Next time I go, I'll get a double. But I think a lot of salt's on it.
Yeah.
Well, then
Smash burgers.
down at the saloon.
We're just
Oh, okay.
really,
They're just
really
real,
thin
like
hamburgers.
steak and shake type burgers.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
But they're
You don't
really
have a
good.
smasher to make your burgers?
They're really
Yeah.
good. But the
I
next
do.
day, I know I shouldn't have been as dehydrated as I felt.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to think about it. I was like, well, there was a lot of fucking salt in that meal because I had onion rings with it. And that,
Yeah.
I was like, plus the drinks. I was like, yeah, that salt probably pushed me over the top with the drying me out and everything.
I know when I've had way, way too much salt because I'll go outside and I'll be working or something. And you get those like white rings in your sweat.
Oh, yeah.
You ever had that happen?
Oh, yeah.
You get like a
like in
white
your shirt,
ring in
yeah.
your sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's basically
It
salt.
happens on
that's
my
kinda
hat a lot.
drying out.
Oh,
Yeah,
no
on your
shit.
hat.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
That's salt coming out in your sweat.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's neat.
when I used to wear a ball cap all the time, my brim of my hat would be like have a line across it. And it's
Yep.
salt. It's coming
See,
out
now,
of your
like-
sweat.
I will not add salt to stuff. Like recipes, it's like I really don't have
Yeah.
to add salt because I taste enough of the natural.
Right. Well, a
Salt
lot of
from
your
off stuff.
seasonings have a bunch of salt in them anyway.
Yeah.
Everything
But-
has salt in it.
Well, she's
Not
got,
Danos.
She used to
Danos?
put salt
Danos?
on. A
Never
lot
heard of
things.
Danos seasoning?
No.
And
It doesn't
since
have
she's
salt
been on
in
this
it.
diet,
Huh.
I think
It's
she
all
got away
just
from eating so
seasoning.
much salt. So
Okay.
when she does eat salt now, she's sensitive to it.
Yeah.
Like she's like, it just tastes way too salty now.
Oh man, I made
And-
salsa. I made salsa the other day. You got to put some salt in salsa. Though.
Well-
and you're getting the good salty chip. Oh,
Like pizza, we'll put salt on our pizza.
yeah, Kelly will too. She
So
salts
much
her
sodium
pizza
in
all the
pizza
time.
already.
Yeah,
And we had a rotisserie chicken the other night.
Mm-hmm.
She was sitting there with
Rotisserie.
on the counter. She'd get a piece out, take salt. Mm-hmm. And I'm like,
who was it?
Stephanie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kelly's the same way, man. She's a saltaholic.
Now, like I'll salt like a slice of tomato.
Yeah.
My sweet corn, I make it.
Well,
butter,
most
and
people
some
do
salt.
something like
Yeah.
that, or like cottage
Green
cheese or
beans.
something. Throw a little bit of salt
See,
on
cottage
it
cheese,
or pepper.
I don't need anything on cottage cheese.
Really, I always
Just
add
eat-
salt and pepper to
I
it.
put
I
sugar.
could add pepper, but it's like I'd have to add so much.
On
I
my
really
cottage
don't notice
cheese.
it. So
Really,
yeah, so I just eat normal plain.
but I will add a little bit of salt to like cottage cheese and stuff. But Kelly adds salt. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Well,
like,
see, we use popcorn salt, so it's real fine.
oh yeah, you gotta watch
yeah.
that shit. That shit
Yeah.
will sneak up
Yeah.
on you.
Yeah,
I used to-
because you can't see it real well.
I know, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
and pretty soon it's all
Little-
white, and it's like,
little
oh,
bit goes a
shit.
long way in
Yeah,
that
it
shit,
does.
yeah.
It sure does.
but it's wonderful.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very good.
But yeah, I think I picked up her habits because I salt more
Salt,
things than I
yeah.
used to.
Yeah.
But if salt's so bad, how did people used to live or eat like salted beef and stuff where they had refrigerators?
Well, they used that to cure it, so
Yeah, I mean that's how they preserved everything.
Yeah.
So
they
wouldn't
didn't-
that shouldn't that be like
Yeah,
salted?
because it'd pull
Yeah.
all the moisture out of it. But then
Oh.
a lot of times they'd use salt cure, and then they'd wash it off
Here's
and
the other
soak
thing.
it in a brine to get the brine off of it.
And-
Okay.
So
I'm gonna guess there was a lot of differences back then too with their digestive systems and. everything
oh well,
else,
yeah,
because
they
they
have
didn't
all
have
that
manufactured-
crap that's in our food
Yeah,
these days.
not everything. Nothing was genetically modified.
Yeah,
and
Everything
shit like it
has
is now.
preservatives in it now.
You ever
so.
see pictures of people from back then? Most people look like they're starving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
so-
they
well,
worked.
they-
Well,
yeah,
they
so they
actually
actually-
worked a lot harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't machines to do everything.
And they probably only ate one meal a day because they had
Yeah.
to work the rest of the day.
Well, yeah, and a lot of times food was scarce.
Yeah.
You had to go hunt for your food.
They had a big pot of food that it cooked all day, and when it was ready,
Well,
that's
and
when
they
we
eat
ate.
the same thing
There's a
all
thing
week
out there-
long.
There's a thing out there that shows like a beach boardwalk or something in the 1950s, and everybody in the picture is slender. And it says, "Look at that, slender." Well, that was about the start of the fucking McDonald's.
America
fast
is
food.
one of the fattest countries in the world.
That's what, and that's what I say.
Yeah.
Is we waste a lot of food. As-
Oh,
we-
my
we
God.
waste just as much as we eat.
Yeah.
Uh,
All
we
those.
we all have
If
been.
they could preserve that and get it to those Ethiopians, they'd be living high on the hog.
fuck, they get a Big Mac over there.
They'd probably sue
Yeah,
us
I
because they
mean-
get diabetes.
Right.
You know?
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Like,
Yeah.
the way it's just so easy to get fast food now, and it's just not good.
It's convenience.
Well,
Yeah.
and it's
it's
delicious.
insane that it's super cheap to get the junk food.
Yeah.
But it's super expensive
to
to
buy
get the organic.
the real organic
you know,
food.
The
Yeah.
healthy stuff.
Because
Yeah.
everybody's too lazy to butcher their own chickens and all
Yeah.
that bullshit. Because that's what you had to do it.
Well-
Or you bought it off of somebody that did do it.
And I don't know if they're just too lazy, but I'd say most people are too soft now.
I need to go out and raid Beth's freezer because she just butchered 46 chickens. So
Really?
I'm thinking, yeah,
She got a lot of cock.
now she just
yeah.
raised meat chickens.
fresh
then?
chicken. Yeah, she raised like say 46 just meat birds.
Now does she do eggs then too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn,
yeah.
that's pretty good.
Got a little farm going out there. All their beef is what they raise themselves, and then they take it in and have it butchered. Same with the pigs.
Cool.
That's what my pig is. I've been eating. That's what I had for supper.
That's a swine.
Well, I made pizza casserole, so I used the sausage, the fresh ground sausage.
Oh.
It's delicious.
And where do they have it butchered at?
This one, mine, I had done Colfax. It's called the Old Farm, and it's a butcher shop down there. You can walk in and buy stuff right there. They got a big meat case and everything in there. You go in and buy fresh, but I've never been to the US 41 place down here. 41 butcher shop
yeah.
at Petersburg.
I
Yeah.
haven't either. I wanted to go since I got that smoker to go get, like some brisket or something.
Ryan went down there last weekend and bought pork chops. He said their pork chops are really reasonable.
Yeah.
He said their beef's kind of high. Their
Yeah.
steaks are really high, but
Now we ate at that Susie Q's last night, and I guess all the meat that they get is from 41.
from US 41.
Yeah.
Where's Susie Q?
It's right across the road, pretty much from
At that gas station
Prime
right across
Cut.
the road
Oh, okay,
from
okay.
Prime Cut 41.
the one that used to have the batting cages and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Right,
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Yep, that's the...
They got really good food there. They got the fried pickle spears down there.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I got me some of those.
I haven't had anything fried
Oh
months.
yeah, that's a ton of sodium in it. And
Oh, yeah.
pickle,
Oh,
fried
yeah.
pickles.
Oh, yeah. Talking about Kelly will salt her pickles before she eats it.
I just remember. I just remember
Clausen's?
something. Ugh.
Holy shit!
I'm like, dude, you gotta
Your
stop
fucking
doing
mouth is pretty much raw just eating the pickle.
that. I know she
anyway.
does the same thing with tomatoes.
She's preserving
Well,
herself.
I'll salt tomatoes.
I will too, but
Now, see, when I was a
Like I
kid,
said, I just made all that
Grandma used
salsa.
to slice up potatoes, and I would just eat raw potato
with
put some
salt on them. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
I still do
awesome.
that.
Yeah.
I forgot, and I don't know if I shared this with you, but I have some bad news.
Uh-oh.
Cinnabon closed at the mall.
Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck?
Yeah.
And you didn't get any before?
I didn't know. Stephanie was up there taking the kids school shopping, and they went over there and said, close until further notice.
I'm surprised that didn't close. a long
I
time
know.
ago.
That place
Yeah.
is dying.
That is sad.
Sad.
It is.
I never
God,
went
I
there.
would-
I've never been there.
Oh, my God.
dude.
Is the mall dying?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
mall's
Really?
dying. Yeah.
It's been dying since
since
the 2000s.
Yeah, because everybody orders everything offline. Why
Yeah.
go somewhere and deal
Yeah.
with people?
Why go to? Yeah,
Exactly.
Why go somewhere where it isn't going to be?
Yeah.
You just order on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know it's there.
Like,
Yeah.
you know how many times I go looking for jeans at a store and I can't find my size because
Yeah.
they're all sold
And you
out.
just go on Amazon.
Yeah. And it's
Or
like, oh, hey.
whatever
Well, 'cause
website
it's
of kind you're looking for.
Free returns on most of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to go to
Free
Walmart
shipping.
to get an oil filter and shit.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have the right ones half the time.
Just order it online.
Yeah,
But
it shows right up at your door.
Yep.
so I'm going to have to track down I think I'm going to have to go to Indianapolis to get Cinnabon.
Well,
I can't believe you've never had it, Toby.
me a
I mean, I probably have, but I never stood in line to get it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, now they got
don't know.
fucking Cinnabon
On everywhere.
in everything. you
Burger
know.
King and
Burger
all
King,
wherever
yeah.
else.
Wendy's had
Wendy's.
Cinnabon.
what's
Yeah.
the
Which
is Taco Bell's Dunkin'?
I think so. Dunk.
The little
what do
donut
they
balls
call
or
them?
whatever those
Yeah,
are. I did have those. Those are pretty good.
Munchkins or
Those
dunk,
little-
dunk.
Dunkin' Balls.
What
I
are
can't
they?
remember what they're called.
At Taco Bell, it's like the little dessert you can get.
Okay.
It's kind of like I want to say it's like a cream filled fried pastry.
Oh, well, let's just go.
It is
Let's
good.
go now.
But I think they might be Dunkin'.
Come on, we'll all
because I think
pile
they
in
have
the
Dunkin'
Geo.
coffee.
All pile in the tracker
Yeah.
and go to fucking Taco Bell.
Oh, so at work,
Right.
there's a gentleman that brings in candy.
I weigh less now.
and puts out. And, all the guys pass through the office, grab a handful, whatever. So I thought, I've ate quite a bit of this candy. So I thought, well, I'll bring some candy in. So I got online. I ordered a bag of the High Chew candies. I thought, okay, and then I was
They
looking
are
for Tootsie
Cinnabon.
Rolls.
Oh, are they?
Okay,
Yeah, Cinnabon Delights.
See,
Those look
Huh.
good.
see, I'm telling you, you get a full size Cinnabon cinnamon roll, you'll fucking jizz your
Oh,
pants.
yeah.
dude,
in
that fucking
there.
thing is like it's like
You'll
they're
shit
like
up and
that
jizz 'em.
big, man. They're
Yeah.
huge.
What was I? Yeah, where was I at? I was
Cookies.
yes. Anyways,
or
candy. The
candy, I mean, yeah.
So I was looking for the Tootsie Roll mix bag that has like the suckers and the different size Tootsie Rolls and things in it.
Oh, like the Child's Play.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I kept finding bags, but I wasn't sure if it was the right size or not. I came across a big bag of the Tootsie Roll Fruities.
Oh
So I
yeah.
ordered those, and the guys were like,
Where
"These
are
are
they?
fucking delicious." They're at work.
See, those are okay.
What the fuck?
What the
I'd be eating the fuck out of those right now.
I know that was the problem. I set the box on the guy's seat this morning before he got to work,
Yeah.
and he put them out there.
So are they Tootsie Roll brand or the Fruities?
They're the Tootsie Roll
The
Fruities.
Fruities used to be the little ones.
Yeah, but those are still Tootsie Roll.
Okay, they're still made by Tootsie
Yeah.
Roll, but the Fruities are the tiny ones, and
Yeah.
then you get the bigger, like Tootsie Roll
Yeah,
brand.
yeah.
Yeah, you can get those at like Rural King.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
the Fruity or the
I
Tootsie Rolls.
was getting those Fruities, and it took everything I had not to take 2 handfuls out of there.
Oh,
and take
yeah.
with me 'cause
Yeah, you should have had 2 handfuls on the counter.
I was sitting there talking to a guy that's from Attica, and I was
I don't
talking
need
about
all that sugar, but I still
how we
do.
used to get that at the candy store down there, Ron's candy.
Now
store.
when we play the video game, I only eat like 4 Starbursts instead
Really?
of eating
That's
half the
good.
fucking
That's pretty
box.
That's some good restraint.
I bought these fucking sour Skittles. Have you had the sour Skittles?
Yeah.
Some of those, you get the right combination. They're
Yeah.
pretty sour.
Yeah, you eat enough of those bastards, man. You're fucking.
They'll eat your tongue off.
I
mouth
was gonna
is
say,
sore.
Probably
It'll be
raw,
burning.
isn't it?
Yeah. Well, because the texture itself will just chew up your tongue. It's like
Well, yeah.
eating sand.
Well, if I ate regular Skittles.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It would kind of be like
Yeah.
when you eat sweet tarts.
Right? Yeah, it's
It'll be like, are you eating those again? No.
oh, chewy sweet tarts.
I
Remember
done
you
that
used to have the
big
big,
days.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck,
Yeah.
the
big
big ones.
chewy
Yeah.
sweet tarts.
There was like 4 in a pack. I think they still have them.
Do they?
Purple, pink, green, and was there a yellow?
Yeah.
See, we're talking about candy, and I'm craving
Sorry.
sugar.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's okay. I've built up a force field.
Discipline.
That had to be hard because that was your reward system,
Yeah.
eating stuff.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah. I
you
used
have
to sit there. I'd be munching on candy every night while I was sitting
Yeah.
there playing video
Well,
games.
same with me. I'm always
Yeah.
eating either
Hershey
Hostess
Kisses
Donuts or Kisses or
Oreos or.
Starburst.
I did buy a package of Oreos the other
Did
day.
ya?
The peanut butter Oreos, they got me. I was
Did
at
they?
I was sitting there. I was looking at them. I was like, oh, I want
bet
those,
those are
and
good.
they're on sale. Those are mine.
My kick right now, and it's not
But
that bad.
I'll just eat like instead of a whole row, I just eat like
a
four,
little bit.
4 or 5.
That's good.
Really,
your
that's
strength.
really good.
Yeah, I'm trying to teach myself.
They started getting these cupcakes over there. They're not Hostess. They've got Hershey's name on them. I don't know if it's Dolly Madison that makes them or whatever.
Yeah,
But I've gotten those, and what I've found is if you put them in the microwave for about 16 seconds
Yeah.
and a glass of milk, oh my God.
okay. So I was at the grocery store the other night, and the Hostess cupcakes, in the box, they have these new ones, and they are chocolate filled with caramel and chocolate drizzle on top of them. Yeah, I got a box of them. I haven't ate one yet.
See, I like the yellow.
It's like
the
they're there
golden
just in
and
case.
chocolate.
The orange
cupcakes.
ones?
The yellow cupcakes.
the yellow, orange. Fuck you.
I didn't say nothing that time.
You didn't have to. I could see it in your. I could see inside your fucking brain.
You could feel the judgment coming from your pupils.
Yeah. So TJ used to say when I watch him run the excavator, he's like, I could see the disappointment on your face.
The disappointment's dripping off your face like sweat.
One day he just got out of the machine and he's like, you run it. I was like, no, you're doing fine. He's like, no, you run it. I'm like, dude, I'm just standing here. I said, I'll leave. He's like, no. He said, I want you to run
He's so
it.
fucking stubborn.
He is. He was so fucking stubborn. He would not get back in that machine. I had to get up there and
Like
run
on
the
Call
damn
of Duty,
thing.
I've tried to give him a gun before, and he's like, no, and he
And
jumps
then-
off the building. He jumps off the fucking building.
Yeah, you just jump off the building and kill himself. I'm not taking your gun.
Yeah.
He's like,
I was like, here, take it. No, I don't want it.
And
He
later
would
that
be-
day, I mean, it was like almost in an argument over that day when he jumped out of the machine and he's like, no, you run it. You run it. He just kept walking away from me. And then later on that day, he's like, I could just see the disappointment in your face while I was running it. I was like, dude, I don't care. I was just fucking watching. Dude, fucking dude flipped out.
he could.
But you do need to do it better. It's like,
Yeah.
you are using it like a dickhead. Yeah.
Well, that's like every time, like he'll be on the phone with me and he'll say, "So I'm so sorry, Derek. I'm so sorry." Derek." I'm like, as long as you know and realize, we can move on.
Yeah.
That's why I used to tell Robert all the time. He'd get out of the machine and be like, what do you think? Look all right? I was like, that's the best you can do. And then just leave.
You son of a bitch.
But he did that to me the other day
Oh, did
because
he?
I dug the ditch. For some reason, he didn't want to dig the ditch.
Yeah.
So I dug it the other day, which I don't know if it's because he didn't feel good or what.
Oh.
But he got me with that one the other day.
Hey, well, if you like,
Right.
Yeah, he said, well,
Right, why you did it.
that's the best he could do.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I deserve that one.
Shit.
But anyway.
Well, we want to wrap it up.
Yeah, I got all my speaking points in.
I didn't really have many, but
Well,
I'm half asleep though. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to work tomorrow?
No, but I have a doctor's appointment in the morning.
who has
On
a
a
doctor's
Saturday?
appointment on a Saturday?
My dentist, he's behind Dollar General. He does
Oh.
a 2-for-1 deal, two birds, one stone. He does
But
my
you-
prostate check and
I
everything
see.
also while
I
he does
see.
my dental.
He puts you out and feeds you bananas
It's
for your.
Right.
something about both ends.
Are you paying cash also?
Yeah, yes, and some crack rocks. No, chiropractor appointment in the morning.
Oh.
So,
Man, that's a dedicated chiropractor to be open on Saturday.
he's not open on Fridays.
Oh,
So he can be open on Saturdays because he knows a lot of people.
more
work.
people have time.
yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
nice on his part.
Yeah.
to
Fridays
be-
and Saturday.
And it's the same one that got me straightened out
Is he open on
Figure
Sunday after church?
I don't think so. I think he's open like on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays.
Some people do
and
keep
Saturday.
a weird hour
Yeah.
schedule for that reason.
Yeah, because when you get off work, you can't get to anything.
Well, it's like
Everything closes
that We
like an hour
Care.
after that.
They're open till like 6. They don't open till
Yeah,
like
it's like
10 or
Mondays and
11.
Fridays is-
They're open till
What
6.
is
We Care.
Oh,
or
okay.
That place there in Attica,
Yeah.
where we go for
They're
medical.
open really early a couple days, and then they open.
Yeah, those days I think they do blood work on those days.
Yeah.
One of those days is because people come in super early and
Yeah,
get their blood
fast
work
and
done.
stuff.
I usually go in early and do blood work, which I just did some blood work, and after being on the diet for the last 3 months,
Looking
I
better.
dropped my A1C.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal.
So I'm out of the risk of having to start taking medicine.
That's
What's
good.
an A1C?
A1C, it's like a 3-month blood sugar glucose check.
Oh, so you were pre-diabetic?
I was, yes.
Okay.
She was about ready to start putting me on medicine.
Okay,
So
that's
I've
good.
dropped it down enough
good.
where she's no longer worried about it.
I wonder if it'd be worth a $60 copay just to have them look at your balls. Be like, yeah, I need to have somebody check out my balls.
Do you have a ball problem, or you just want them to look at your balls?
Well, I could say I did, but I just
Oh.
wanted them to see my balls.
Oh, so
That'd be worth $60.
I had to go have that done recently. So,
Really?
Yeah, I had a big knot on my ball.
Oh.
So I had to go get it looked at. So yeah.
It wasn't.
So and the only thing over there are women. So yeah, and they have to have 2 women in the room while they do it. That way, you can't say, "Oh, she followed
Oh,
my
yeah.
nuts."
So
or
no
something.
serious issues.
No, good.
It probably
Yeah,
took
good.
2 women because it's so big.
Yeah, they're huge. Yeah.
He's got big balls.
One of them had
She's
to
got
hold my
big
dick
balls.
up out of the way,
Yeah,
and then the other
yeah.
one had to look at my
Well,
balls.
yeah,
so.
they had to bring in like
We've got the biggest balls of them all.
bring in like a small hoist for like
Yes,
hoist
yes,
up dicks.
yes, yeah.
And then do your balls.
He had to
stuff.
take
Yeah.
a gantry down there with a chain fall.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
1-ton chain fall.
That's right.
That's
Hold
good
up
about
to
your
pick my
A1.
balls
with a
up.
choker
A1.
strap that could support 4,000 pounds.
That's
Yes.
really good about your A1C though.
Yes, it is. It is because I was not looking forward to going
No.
on any kind of
motivation
medicine.
to keep going.
Absolutely. So yeah,
That's good.
I've lost
Congratulations.
almost 50 pounds.
That's good.
Yeah, that's really good.
I don't know where, but
Oh,
that
that's
must have
good,
been
though.
between my toes or something. I'm not sure, but
That's crazy because
I'm sure it's a-
50 pounds on your back.
yeah,
And
exactly.
now 50 pounds is off
That's
your
like
back.
that's Jake.
Yeah, I'd be like him, just carrying him around on my back all day. Yeah,
The guy I used to work with,
yeah.
his wife was complaining because her knees hurt and stuff
Mm-hmm.
and her back hurts. And he was like, well, if I was carrying around 150 pounds on my back, mine would hurt too. Because she's a little bigger. And
Yeah.
it didn't go over well.
No, I bet it didn't.
She didn't laugh at that.
No, women do not like you to talk about their weight. So
Yeah.
Did you know that? I know this is stupid because I bring this show up all the time, but when Julia Louis-Dreyfus got pregnant with her first child, Jerry wanted to go with the storyline that she just gained weight, that she got fat.
yeah.
And when they brought it up to her, she just started bawling.
yeah,
Because she was pregnant
Sure,
and
Yeah, she's all emotional
hormonal
and
and
shit.
yeah.
And then it was like he had her on his comedians in cars
Mm-hmm.
getting coffee, and she goes, "The one regret I have is not running with the fat idea." She goes, "That is
Right.
so hilarious." Now.
Yeah, it would have been. It would have been great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because but I don't know. Being as emotional as she was, I doubt she could handle it to
Yes.
actually do the show
Yes.
because
That's a lot.
Because
live.
That's a
Yeah.
lot to take on because you're already out of your comfort zone of being
Exactly.
pregnant and your appearance.
you're overweight, and
then you have the
a
show
bunch of
making-
fucking comedians making jokes about your weight the whole goddamn show every
Yeah.
time. That would be
Yeah.
pretty rough.
Yeah.
So what they
would
did
be
is not
rough.
show her.
I think
certain
she was
way?
off for a while.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think she was off
Okay.
for a while. Like they did do where she only had
kinda like-
shots like from
Yeah.
up.
Right, and kind of wrote her out of a lot of the scenes.
Yeah, like
and
she
stuff.
like
Yeah.
one she was like on a trip over somewhere because there's like she gets back, and Kramer's like, "Hi, Elaine," and he's like, "You're not gonna." Jerry's like, "What do you?" She just got back. She's been gone for months. He goes,
Months, yeah.
no, I just saw her last week. I'm like, no,
you didn't.
and he's like, huh, and he walks out. And it might have been where it was like a new season, like the beginning of a new season, and she hadn't been on like the last 10 episodes
well,
or
I know
something.
there for a while. Her boss from the show.
Yeah.
He went like on
Yeah.
rogue safari
He
or
was-
something. Where did he go? He went like Africa or
Myanmar.
something?
Myanmar.
Right, something like that. Some weird country you never heard.
Bora, no, it wasn't Bora Bora. It was used to be called something else.
Boristan or
No.
I can't remember what it was.
He went to
but
Myanmar.
I know she was like looking for him, so I didn't know if maybe
Yeah.
that was in that time frame.
It
That
might
was
have
easy
been.
for her to be gone, but
It might have been
because she wasn't on the show that much because she was traveling all over the world trying to find him in that swamp infested third world country, wherever it was. She found him in a temple somewhere.
Yeah, because that's when she bought the
He said,
stuff.
"Yeah, I'm going to have to see this hat."
Yeah.
It was that stupid hat
Right.
episode, I think.
Yes, it was where George tried to leave it behind.
Yeah. And then they tried to replace it with something.
Some cheap one. It
Then
was
it
made out of
ended
rat
up-
hair.
Yeah,
Kenny
they-
Rogers
right,
Roasters.
Kenny Rogers Roasters. Yeah, him and Jerry switched apartments and
Had the red
couldn't
light.
stand the light. It was driving them all crazy.
There was a lot going on in that
There was a
episode.
lot going on. But anyway, sorry.
But sorry,
Rambling into Seinfeld.
But yes, but no. That's good. You've lost all that weight, and you're not.
I do
pre-diabetic.
feel better.
So that's good.
Yeah, I feel better. So hopefully I can continue. I'm kind of stuck right now. But
Well, you're going to hit spots
you're-
like
I'm like
that.
stuck like right under 400. I really need to start like exercising, doing some walking. I said I haven't exercised at all
Right.
through this last 3 months, and I've lost almost 50 pounds.
So if
Yeah.
you were to go out and
do
a
some
lap-
walking and maybe start using my weights a little bit or something, that would help too. Mm-hmm. But then again, you start using the weights, and it's sometimes hard to lose weight because you're building muscle, and muscle's
Right.
turning
Well,
fat. So
You're not going to see the number change
more
like
mass.
you want it to,
Right.
You got more
But
mass.
you might
Eating
see
bags
the
of
change.
burritos.
right,
Trying to
yeah,
move me.
Like,
Trying to move
exactly.
me.
So
yeah.
that's like, it's. I guess with me, it's like I've been staying at like this weight for a long time.
Yeah, but you're at a comfortable spot,
Yeah,
aren't you?
but it's like I'm
Girl, that's just how you're built.
I
you
mean,
don't.
I still lose a little bit.
Yeah, but
it's
you're
like-
not really trying to lose a bunch more weight,
I've
right?
kinda-
Because that's kind of where you want to. Are you where you want to be? Kind
No,
of?
I'd like to go a little bit more.
Oh.
Well, I don't really care what the weight ends up being,
Right.
but just as long as maybe the fat's pretty much going away, or
Right.
something. But I've been struggling.
0% body fat.
Yeah, I've been struggling though here lately because it seems like I can't get enough to eat. It's
I
like
want to
so.
Chicken and broccoli.
Well, I've been like I'll have,
serious.
Yeah.
I'll have
No.
steak,
Full
chicken,
of
or
protein.
fish, and it's usually with
Yeah.
like rice or,
Really?
or
That's
something like that. But
that's
I,
a big protein meal right
Hey,
there: chicken and broccoli.
Crane operator worked with us years ago. Mm-hmm. He would eat 4 times a day, and he'd drink like 3 gallons of water throughout the day. And
Yeah.
he was bodybuilding,
Yeah.
and
Right.
he got pretty good size. But
Yeah.
it was regimen of chicken and broccoli.
Yeah.
just something.
see, I'll have breakfast that I'll make in the morning, and then
Your bagel.
my bagel, and it's pretty good size. It's
Yeah.
like 3 pieces of bacon. 2
Yeah, it
eggs,
looks
and a
like it.
bagel.
Yeah, when you
And
bring it,
then-
when you come walking in with it, sometimes.
Yeah, and then 10:30, I'm hungry, so a lot of times I eat before lunch.
Yeah.
While I'm running a grader or
Right.
something, and then
Just a
2:30
snack.
comes. 2:30
Yeah.
comes around. I'm hungry again. You
Yeah.
know, so it's like I've started getting to where I'm bringing an extra piece.
I
of
usually
chicken
don't
in.
eat anything at break time anymore. I'll snack on something when I get home. I'll eat like some meat and cheese or something
Yeah.
when I get home. And but it's like tonight, and like say tonight's meal had probably a lot of fat in it because
Yeah.
it's hard to get grease out of pepperoni. I mean, you can't hardly do it. I don't know if they sell like a dry pepperoni that doesn't have grease
It
in
tastes
it or
like
whatever.
shit.
But probably
Yeah.
would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
it
that's
tastes
what
like
makes
shit.
pepperoni taste good.
Yeah,
is the
Right.
grease.
It's the flavor. Yeah.
So yeah, but it's just basically meat, cheese, and a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of sauce. So it's just a pizza toppings
Right.
basically. So
Well, it's not bad. Still.
no, but I had green beans with it too. So
That's
gotta
good.
get some greens in there.
I like green beans.
I
I
do
do
too.
too.
I think I like them more now than I did when I was a kid.
I actually took and made green beans and sausage without the potatoes.
Yeah.
because I don't eat the green beans with my meals as the
Oh,
weekend goes on. But
I was thinking about peas the other day and how much I enjoy those.
I love peas.
Yeah, I don't.
Doesn't sound like an old man.
I don't. I know.
Now, what kind of peas do you like? You like peas out of the can,
Out of
peas
the
out of
can's
bag?
fine.
Doesn't
Can
matter.
either or doesn't matter.
See,
I like
I'd rather
those.
have
bag.
peas out of the can.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
more of the bag.
Now, see, the bag actually has better nutrition
Yeah, it
doesn't have
value in
all
it
salt
because
as
it's more
the can.
fresh.
Yeah.
It hasn't been canned. But
We
I
used
like
to
the
give that to
very,
the kids.
very, very tiny, like peas.
Yeah.
Canned, those are my favorite.
I think it doesn't matter. I think most generally peas in general. I
You
don't
know what
mind.
I've been craving so bad though since I've been on this diet? Sausage gravy.
Really?
And I have not eaten it. I haven't eaten it because if I'm eating sausage gravy, it's gonna have a pile of fried taters under it. So it's just I can't bring myself to do it because I know I'll gain 5 fucking pounds in one meal.
Well, I've gotten a bad habit again. I've been buying breakfast at the cafeteria,
Oh yeah.
and I've been trying to keep it to just like scrambled eggs and some bacon.
I get up and cook breakfast every morning now. Yeah, I usually have 2 eggs and a few sausage links or something, or I'll make like a ham and cheese omelet in the morning or something like that. Kelly's like, well, you could have made me one. I was like, I ain't got time for this shit. But I'm getting pretty good at flipping eggs over easy, not breaking them.
That's
So
good.
I'm teaching myself, I guess.
That's my favorite way with some toast.
Over easy? Yeah, runny. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm not even hungry, but that sounds good.
I know, right? It does. Yeah. So, all right. Well, what do you think, guys? We're done?
right.
Toby's already got his headphones
Yeah,
off. He's been done for 10 minutes. He's been done for
It
a
was
while.
like pinching my ear.
Oh,
so I'm like,
yeah.
It's been pinching against my glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ear thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, like when we play if I ever play the game, I have to
oh, yeah,
kind of
we-
move mine every once in a while too.
Well, everybody have a good weekend, good week.
Absolutely.
Talk to you later.
Yep. See you in 6 weeks.
You guys were talking about medical stuff. Sheet metal guy.
People always hating, but the more they hate, the more I work. Everybody say they're lit, but all they do is showing shit. In my street, like the slaves, bitches always kiss my feet. Stay out of my way, you bitch. I